Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1 minute time check, stations.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield. This is Hawkeye Women's Basketball, brought to you by Bud Light. It's for the fans. Hy-Vee, the official grocer partner of Iowa Hawkeyes basketball. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. The Iowa Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, who remind you to click it or ticket, day or night. University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. U.S. Bank, life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank, member FDIC. Iowa Lottery, put a little play in your day with the Iowa Lottery. And by Authentic Brand, look authentic, feel authentic, be authentic. Get your game day gear online at authentic-brand.com. Now to courtside. Here's Rob Brooks and Jamie Lang.
A big one in the Big Ten tonight from Carver Hawkeye Arena. It is round 2 of Iowa and Indiana. The Hawks defeated the Hoosiers on Saturday afternoon in Bloomington, 96-91. Got a little bit closer than we all would have liked after Iowa got off to a 25-11 lead after 10 minutes and then gave up 42 points in the fourth quarter, but able to hold on. The Hawks put all 5 starters in double figures. Monica Sonato led the way with 22 points and 6 rebounds, and then the news kept getting better after the game. She announced she's going to come back for a 5th season next year. So all 5 starters will return next year for the Hawkeyes. And McKenna Warnock, welcome back to the starting lineup, had 21 and 6. Caitlin Clark had 18 but 12 assists, 13 for Kate Martin and 10 for Gabby Marshall. And you know that a performance like Saturday will be needed tonight against this Indiana team, now 10th in the country. Moved from 5th to 10th after last week, but still 19-5 and 11-3. And how big is this game? Because it has a lot to do with the Big Ten championship and also Iowa's seeding in the Big Ten tournament. Michigan leading the way in the conference right now at 12-3. Indiana at 11-3, and then 3 teams with 4 losses. Ohio State at 12-4, Maryland 12-4, and the Hawkeyes at 11-4. So Iowa could join with a victory tonight, that group at 12-4. And remember, Iowa still has not only a game at Rutgers on Thursday night, but then Michigan right back here at Carver Hawkeye Arena next Sunday afternoon. So a win tonight for the Hawkeyes, and you can start to think about a potential Big Ten title if the Hawks can sweep the rest of the way and some things happen with teams in front of them. But all the focus is on getting this game tonight and defeating Indiana back-to-back. We'll be back with the pregame comments from head coach Lisa Bluter. Jamie is alongside, and we'll have her keys to a Hawkeye victory again against the Indiana Hoosiers. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Iowa, we grow corn, a lot of corn. We love seeing our farmers in the fields, and although they're perfect strangers, we know them. We know them by their equipment covered in dust. We know them by their work ethic, where days off don't exist. We know them by the way they wave passing strangers alike on a 2-lane road. We know them in the midst of our kitchen as we prepare another family meal. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. The Iowa corn farmers are proud to be on the sidelines for the Iowa Hawkeyes.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, the Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Bachmeyer Carpet One Floor and Home, Klosterman Construction, Almost Famous Popcorn, and Jill Armstrong Realty, the area's premier realtor. Jill Armstrong and her team strive to make every buyer and seller at ease with the real estate process. If you're in the market to buy or sell a home, contact the Jill Armstrong team for all your real estate needs. Call 319-631-5455.
Not all internet is created equal. It's a lot like choosing a quarterback. Technically, you could sign up any new rookie provider on the block, but the success of every device in your home depends on it. Will they perform in the clutch, or will they buffer under pressure? Extreme provides the speed you need with a 100% gigabit technology network and amplified Wi-Fi. And unlike signing a quarterback, Extreme Internet requires no contracts. There's only one pick to lead your team. It's Extreme, powered by Mediacom.
College sports fans now have access. The app is free and available from wherever you get your favorite apps. Download the Varsity app today to have access to hundreds of national podcasts as well as your favorite team-focused podcasts. The Varsity Podcast Network, now available for free on the Varsity app. Download from the App Store and listen today.
Welcome back inside Carver Hawkeye Arena. A big one in the Big Ten. It's the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Indiana Hoosiers. Time for Coach Bluter on the Hy-Vee Shoot-Around, brought to you by Hy-Vee. Save time and shop online with Hy-Vee aisles online. Go to
held form. This team really embraces winning on the road.
Yeah, they really do. They've played very well on the road. And so, I'm glad we got that first one, and now we have this second one just about 48 hours later. And this is a big, important matchup for us. Again, it's a team that's ranked in the top 10, and a team that's ahead of us in the standings right now, so a sweep against them would really help us for postseason.
Well, it's always fun, too, this time of year coming down the stretch of the regular season. Hey, really meaningful basketball game. Should have a great crowd here tonight, and that's what it's all about.
Well, it is. You want to be playing, like you say, meaningful basketball at this time of the year. You want to be playing for something and not just getting through the season, and we're definitely playing for something right now.
yesterday in practice with the quick turnaround, same opponent, just treated as a day before a game like always?
Yeah, what we did is we kind of watched film of what worked against Indiana and what gave us problems against Indiana. So we did about an hour of film work, and then we only spent an hour on the court because really at this point it's just getting the job done. And we made a few tweaks based on the last game, but not a lot.
We'll be back with more from Coach Bluter after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from their field.
Next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, the Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Bachmeyer Carpet One Floor and Home, the Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, and Klosterman Construction, building custom homes for 20 years. Klosterman Construction is a premier custom home builder doing everything from remodels to exclusive custom homes. Klosterman takes the stress out of your building project. Award-winning designs, quality craftsmanship, and superior customer service. Call 319-545-7088.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Check out Bump's Restaurant, located on Melrose Avenue in Iowa City, inside the new Nagel Family Clubhouse at Finkbine Golf Course. We use fresh whole ingredients and scratch cooking in all of our dishes. Come enjoy a blackberry avocado salad, our famous pork tenderloin, or maybe our signature Kinnick burger with a side of our fresh hand-cut french fries. And don't forget to try our legendary Mary and handcrafted cocktails. Reservations are encouraged. Make yours today by calling 319-335-9662. Bump's Restaurant, legendary man, legendary food.
3, 2, 1. Well, Indiana balanced attack and certainly showed in that fourth quarter on Saturday. They can put points on the board in a hurry if you're not careful, and no lead is big enough against really good basketball teams.
Well, it isn't. And they're playing on their house. It was their senior day, and they scored 42 points, which I guess it might be a record for their team. But the thing is when you're in that situation, you got to do everything. You got to pull out all the stops. You're throwing up threes, you're pressing, you're taking risks, and some of those risks pay off, and some of those risks don't pay off, and they paid off for them.
Well, but the Hawks were able to answer enough to get that victory, and this is a tough team to defend, too, isn't it? Because it seemed like anybody that can get hot, Pat Berger, Gourbet, Holmes in the middle, could be anybody.
It really could be. I mean, this team is so balanced, and that's what I liked about when we beat them at their place. We had 5 players in double figures. I love that. I love that when we have the balance. Well, they have that balance every single game. All 5 of their starters average double digits, but they're led by Grace Berger, who's nearly 20 points a game. She's so good at getting to the free throw line, but she's also just got a smooth pull-up jumper. She missed some of those shots at their place. I know that we can't count on that tonight.
And this is not a deep team, only go about 7.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a very deep team, and so playing at a high speed is good for us. We're used to playing at a high speed, and they want to play a defensive team, and we put up a lot of points against them. So I think they'll be motivated to show that was a fluke.
Well, Coach, the players got to really be intrigued with this game and ready to go tonight.
We are ready to go. This starts off a big week for us with 3 games and 2 against top 10 opponents, people that are ahead of us in the standings. So it's a very big week for us, and I just can't believe the season is already winding down. But you want to be playing your best basketball. I'm glad we have McKenna back. We certainly are coming off a really good game.
Well, let's start off the week right.
Let's do it.
Head coach Lisa Bluter on the pregame show. We'll be back with more from Carver Hawkeye Arena after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
It's always more fun to be with friends as you cheer on your favorite team. Whether attending the game, watching at a bar, or hosting a party, it's very important to know that fans don't let fans drive drunk. Before choosing to drink, choose your team's MVP, a sober designated driver. Avoid the unsportsmanlike conduct of driving drunk by handing off your keys so that you, your passengers, and everyone on the road can be safe. Your team victory will only be worth celebrating if you and your friends make it home. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
Hey, it's hard to beat an instant winner, and that's just what InstaPlay gives you. You buy a ticket, and then you can win instantly. But we wanted to make it even better. Right now, all non-winning Instaplay tickets are eligible to play it again. You can enter for another chance to win big cash prizes from $1,000 to $20,000. Might be hard to beat, but $20,000 would do it for me. Visit IALottery.com for complete details.
Woohoo!
Indiana starters being introduced, and then of course the Hawkeyes before we get this one tipped off right after 7 o'clock. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball. Well, Jamie, what's the Hawkeyes need to do? A lot of what they did on Saturday. You heard Coach Bluter talk about a couple of tweaks here and there, but boy, especially that start at Indiana, you want another one just like that tonight.
Right, you don't want to change much. It's not a secret play, right? There's just some simple things that Iowa wants to institute, and I'm not going to lie, I basically lather, rinse, repeated this one and set the tempo. Really, that's what Iowa has to do right away. Coach Bluter talked about it. It's good for them to run, and that's something they do naturally. They want to keep the tempo going quickly. The second one was Iowa did great on rebounds. This was the best I've seen them rebound probably the entire season, and I also think that gave them this other energy that they haven't been having in every single game thus far. So rebounding, and then the last one, which I think they did an amazing job at Indiana, was riding those emotional waves, the momentum waves. When it was rolling with them, they were rolling. When it was going against them, they figured out a way to make them stop. And that is how you win games. It doesn't matter if they won by 5 points or 50 points. They won the game, and it's because they stayed composed in difficult situations.
Hawkeye starters being introduced. And the starting five we've become accustomed to as the Hawkeyes will be in the gold uniforms tonight. Kate Martin, McKenna Warnock, Monica Sonano up front. Caitlin Clark and Gabby Marshall in the backcourt. Terry Morin's Indiana Hoosiers will counter with Nicole Cardenio-Hillary, averaging 13.1 in conference play. Alexa Goulbay at 15.5 and 6.6, goes at 6'3". Allie Patberg averaging 12. Grace Berger at 17.3, had 21 against the Hawkeyes on Saturday. Mackenzie Holmes in the middle. Has played now 3 games after suffering a knee injury, as she had missed the previous 7, averaging 15.2. Did play 23 minutes and 18 seconds against the Hawkeyes on Saturday.
I mean, are you ready for this? I liked what he said round 2. I'm running with it because that is what it is. It barely had a break. We barely stepped off the plane. And here we are back on the court here at Carver against the same team from a couple of days ago. And it's exciting. Iowa does have the momentum starting the game, and you don't normally have that. You don't actually usually go into the game with momentum, and this is probably one of the few times you will be going into a game with momentum against a team. But Indiana's going to be hungry. They're going to be mad. They're going to be coming out, and they will come out with claws ablazing.
And if you're Terry Morin, head coach for the Hoosiers, you have to talk about, hey, we scored 42 points in the fourth quarter against this team. Let's just start out that way. So Sonano and Goulbay, center jump circle, and Indiana wins the tap, and we'll have the first possession right to left in front of us. In the Crimson Road uniforms, here's Berger getting all the way to the rim. Little floater is up and no good. And the ball goes out of bounds along the baseline. Touched last by Indiana.
And Indiana was not rebounding very hard, very well, and I'm guessing that was something their coaches probably saw on the film and are going to try to change this game.
Clark gets in the paint, kicks it left side to McKenna Warnock, and drills the three-pointer left to the top of the key.
McKenna Warnock just saying, hello. Hello there, Hoosiers.
Boy, how big is it to have her back in this lineup? Along the baseline, Holmes, short jumper is good off of Sonato. Hawkeyes by 1 into the front court. Kate Martin, free throw line extended left. Now drives to the right side. Keeps her dribble going. Has been aggressive at the offensive end. Here's Clark in between the circles. Jumper is up and no good. A little bit strong. And a screen that she used. And Berger gets it off to Goulet. Baseline and Warnock with a bump. That'll be her first, the team's first. Want to keep McKenna Warnock out of foul difficulty.
Oh, yeah. All of Iowa, I mean, the top 5 played their 5 starters for Iowa played so well in the previous game that you want all of them on the court. But if things happen, there are some really great players that come in for Iowa.
Goulet for 3, front iron, into the hands of Caitlin Clark. She'll dribble the ball across the timeline. Get it into Sonato, catches and scores off the window.
Barely their path, but Clark finds it and Monica finishes it.
12 assists for Caitlin Clark on Saturday to go along with 18 points. Inside, Cardano Hillary gives it off and the shot is missed by Mackenzie Holmes. Hawks with the rebound.
Monica had to fight for that board.
And that's what she's got to continue to do. Clark, floater, paint, good.
So controlled. That was a very controlled drive by Clark. I like that she stayed away from the contact.
7-2 Hawkeyes. Indiana with the ball, traveling on Cardano Hillary as she got into the paint. And that gets Keandra Brown, a 6'2 sophomore, off the bench. Is a physical player, the backup post, but doesn't play a ton of minutes. Hawks into the front court. Here's Martin on the right wing, and a whistle on the baseline. Will go against Brown, backing into Monica Sonato as she tried to post on the right block. Hawks will have the basketball along the baseline. Clark will throw it in, 7-2, just underway. Hawks on top. Here's Warnock on the right wing, behind the arc. Lost control of her dribble, still wearing a little bit of a pad on that left hand, but not as thick as it used to be. Cross-court pass to Marshall. Now to Martin, three-pointer, no. Sonato rebound.
Pogo! Wow, that was picture perfect. That should be on YouTube for everyone to see. Kept that ball up, barely touched the floor, and was up again.
Sonato with 4. Here's Berger into the paint, dribbles behind her back, up and under move, short jumper, right side, no good. Here's a steal by Cardano Hillary, took it away from Marshall, layup good.
Marshall's just got to be careful of that. She just swooped right in.
Step back 3, Clark, no good, left iron. Some contact there with Patberg, but no call. 9-4, Hawkeyes on top, Indiana with the basketball. Here's Berger, gets it inside, and shot is up and no good, but the rebound and putback is good by Brown.
I think Monica Sonato caught some type of elbow or something to the face, which is what they called the whistle for. So fun rule, if you haven't ever realized it, they will stop play for a second to check on a player if your team has possession. They're not going to check on you though if your team doesn't have possession. So nope. Iowa did have possession, so they took a break.
Hawkeyes with good ball movement. Warnock misses the three-pointer on the left wing, and it went over the top of the glass and out of bounds over to Indiana. Holmes back for the Hoosiers. 9-6 Hawkeyes. 6:33 left to go in the first. Indiana basketball. Cardano Hillary runs the point for Indiana, brings the ball across the timeline, angles right side. Now here's Goulet in between the circles, pushes a pass to the right side. Now Berger tries to go to work against Kate Martin. Martin does a good job defensively. Back out to Cardano Hillary, drives down the left side. Now to Moore McNeil, just into the game. To Patberg, Moore McNeil, the lefty three-pointer, drills it from the right wing.
And Moore McNeil had a decent game against Iowa. She's not in the starting 5, but she has definitely been adding more and more points towards the end of this season.
At 11 against the Hawkeyes, kind of known as a defensive specialist. Miscommunication with Warnock and Clark. We're tied at 9. Moore McNeil gets it inside. Gulbey turns to her left shoulder. No good. Gets her own rebound and puts it in off the window. Indiana grabs a 2-point lead with 5:30 left to go in the first, 11-9. Here's Clark. Dribbles behind her back, gets into the paint, and took an extra step. Wasn't sure whether she was going to pass it or shoot it.
Yep.
And just kind of got caught.
Not a common mistake for her because she does a lot of, I think she usually has things planned out. So might have thought a player was cutting somewhere else and they didn't cut to where she thought they were.
Kate Martin will come out. Tomi Taiwo in. She had 5 at Indiana.
And she can be a force for Iowa, though, offensively. She can add that spark that sometimes you need off the bench.
Yeah, we've seen her make some big shots as well. Holmes on the left wing. Comes out to set a screen now for Berger. Works along the baseline. Slips inside. Shot is up and counted off the window. And a foul on Taiwo.
And Indiana's in the midst of an 11-0 run right now. So Iowa wants to figure it out. Slow them down. You got this. But again, it's a wave. It's just a 13-9 game.
Indiana on top, 13-9. Pat Berg comes back. And Berger at the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play. Had 21 Saturday against the Hawks and makes the free throw. 6 players have already scored for Indiana. That's the balance that Coach Bluter was talking about. Here's Warnock at the top of the key. Gets it to Marshall on the right wing. Moore McNeil comes out on her. Clark, free throw line extended right, drives baseline. She's cut off, gets it to Sonato. Elbow jumper is good from 15.
A needed score for the Hawks. Break that run.
Sonato with 6. Here's Holmes against Sonato, goes up off the window, no good, lost her balance. Warnock with the rebound to Clark. Sends a pass left side, and Taiwo couldn't come up with it. Just a wild pass by Clark that time, and she acknowledged it.
Taiwo made an attempt at it. I thought maybe she was going to get there.
It would have been a tough save along the sideline in the corner. Need to recycle old working refrigerators and deep freezers? Visit MidAmericanEnergy.com for details, plus energy-saving tips. Timeout on the floor, 4:31 left to go in the first. Indiana 14, Iowa 11. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Oh, you know that old injury of yours? The one in your knee or maybe back? Instead of going to the doctor and then doing physical therapy, why not start with therapy first? Athletico Physical Therapy is changing the whole healing process around. Their physical therapists will find the source of your pain and help fix it. Start with them and start living pain-free. Just like that.
It all starts with Athletico Physical Therapy. Schedule your free assessment at athletico.com. No prescription needed. Proud partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
It's always more fun to be with friends as you cheer on your favorite team. Whether attending the game, watching at a bar, or hosting a party, it's very important to know that fans don't let fans drive drunk. Before choosing to drink, choose your team's MVP, a sober designated driver. Avoid the unsportsmanlike conduct of driving drunk by handing off your keys so that you, your passengers, and everyone on the road can be safe. Your team victory will only be worth celebrating if you and your friends make it home. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
Hey, it's hard to beat an instant winner, and that's just what Instaplay gives you. You buy a ticket and then you can win instantly. But we wanted to make it even better. Right now, all non-winning Instaplay tickets are eligible to play it again. You can enter for another chance to win big cash prizes from $1,000 to $20,000. Might be hard to beat, but $20,000 would do it for me. Visit IALottery.com for complete details.
Indiana by 3, 14-11, 4:31 left to go in the first. Here in Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Corn is a multi-purpose crop which benefits the entire state. It feeds our livestock, nourishes our families, and provides clean-burning fuel for our planet. Thank you, as always, to Iowa's corn farmers. Hawks 5 of 9 from the floor, 1 of 5 from 3. Missed their last 4 after Warnock made the opening three-pointer. Indiana 6 out of 13 from the floor. Indiana with a 3-point lead and the basketball. Cardano Hillary gets it left side. Moore McNeil. She'll fire a 3-pointer into the hands of Tomi Taiwo. Here's Clark, drives in, shot no good, but a bump will be called finally on Chloe Moore McNeil.
I mean, it was weird that they didn't, like you said, the finally, thank you. I was like, am I crazy? Was that not foul the entire time Clark was running down the court?
Just kind of rode her down the right side of the lane.
You got to be a tough person to play in that guard position, I think, because I'm not a fan of people touching me, and there's a lot of touching that happens. Down in the post, you get a lot of forearms in the back, but it's like them touching in like your arms way more. And
Clark makes the first and gets the second.
It's a better start for Iowa. Didn't have the best ending for free throws there.
18 of 24, 75%. But this is a 83% free throw shooting team.
So it feels like a loss when you're doing something wrong when you don't get your number ones.
Holmes misses a shot in the paint. Kate Martin back in the game. Clark across the timeline. Looks at the hoop and then gets a bounce pass to the high post area. Nice drive by Sonano. A little bit strong off the window. Indiana with a 1-point lead. Here's Patberg, left wing. Gets it to Holmes. Now Cardano Hillary drives down the left side and then hands it off to Moore McNeil for 3, and she rolls it in from the corner right in front of the Iowa bench.
And Iowa, I almost think was running some type of out of box and one. I was trying to pick up on what they were doing.
Here's Marshall on the right side. 17-13 Indiana, and add 2 more. Monica Sonano with a left-handed hook shot inside right over the front of the rim. She has 8, and it's 17-15 Hoosiers.
She's so confident down there right now. I mean, Monica Sonano should get the ball almost every time.
Patberg goes to work in the paint. Short jumper is no good. Spun out of there as Clark again whips a baseball pass from the right side to the left side and goes out of bounds.
And those are 2 passes that we've never seen her do before.
From Clark tried to find Gabby Marshall.
I mean, I didn't know she could throw it that fast. I mean, that's a good throw.
That was a fastball.
Fast pass, but it's not going to the right spot, so it's not helpful if it's a fast pass.
Well, Grady getting set to come in. Feuerbach is in. Indiana with the ball. Here's Berger along the baseline. Martin comes out on her. Patberg to Goulbe in the paint. Short jumper is up and good by Grace Berger. Hit that one from 13. Berger with 5, and it's 19-15 Indiana. 2:25 left to go first quarter. Here's Clark trying to move along the baseline, and a foul on Moore McNeil. That'll be her second. Now she's knocked down 2 3-pointers, Jamie, and just a 27% three-point shooter. But as you mentioned, has been scoring more as her playing time has increased.
Yeah, the end of the season, kind of all bets are off. You know, the person who shoots 17% might go 4 for 5 against you.
Clark threw it away again, tried to get a backdoor cut to Kate Martin. Here's Patberg in transition, and then wheels it back outside. Cardano Hillary gets it right side. Goulbe jumper from the right wing is good.
Goulbe is shooting very confidently, looking to shoot most of the time when she gets the ball.
Goulbe with 4, had 22 against the Hawkeyes on Saturday. 22-15 Indiana. Inside O'Grady. Kicks it left side. Clark for 3. Got it.
Hopefully that's a reset for Clark, right?
Yep, just settle in like she did on Saturday. Berger gets it to Patberg. Misfires from 3-point range. Warnock the rebound. McKenna hands it off to Kate Martin. Now gets it to Clark in the front court. Clark on the left wing. Drives the middle shot. No. And a push is going to be called on Indiana. Berger, her first. And that'll be the team's fourth, 21-18 Hoosiers, 126 first quarter.
So any more fouls for Indiana, Iowa will go to the line. So thinking in your head, drive into there. That's a good thing. Move the ball around on the outside.
Clark along the baseline, looks to get it in, and finally does to O'Grady. Now back to Clark. Now to O'Grady, goes up, could not finish, but was held.
I don't know if that was the play call, but it looked
like
great.
it.
Yeah, it looked like a great play. Good read, good trust, going from Clark back to O'Grady.
So Cardano Hillary picks up her first. O'Grady to the free throw line. Can pull the Hawks to within one. First one is good. Andy O'Grady, her first point tonight. Played 7:43 on Saturday. Rattles home the second one.
Great finishes.
He's a very good free throw shooter. And it's 21-20. Indiana with the lead in the ball. Cardano Hillary on the right wing. Here's a pass intercepted by Warnock. Drives in the right side. Jump stop. Layup. Two more.
Man, she's so good at stopping and composing herself to go in for, rather than just going up for an uncontrolled layup.
Holmes gets the ball.
Oh, yes.
Down low, blocked by O'Grady. Jump ball as Goulet and Warnock tied up, and the Hawks have the possession.
Love O'Grady's shot blocking ability. She brings a little bit of something because she is a couple inches taller than Monica Sonano. I mean, she has
6'4".
Those long arms. I would say she like toes 6'5". That's how I feel when I'm around her.
55 seconds. Clark gets in the paint, shoves it off to O'Grady. Jumper is good from the right wing. Hit it from 10 feet.
Freshman who? She's not playing like one.
Been terrific. Hawks by 3, 24-21. Jumper is up and good on the right wing.
And that'll end Iowa's 9-0 run.
Graceberger with 7. Clark will walk it across the timeline. 20 to shoot, 24 on the game clock to end the first quarter. Hawks by 1, 24-23. Clark keeps that right-handed dribble going out near midcourt. Cardano Hillary out on her. Crosses over, gets it to O'Grady. Now back to Clark in the corner. Jumper no good by Martin. Rebound for Feuerbach goes up strong. Has it knocked away and out of bounds.
Power
Will be
board.
Iowa basketball with 2.7.
Power board there. That's a nice board to grab. 2.7, enough time to get a shot.
And how good the Hawkeyes are. Out of bounds plays. Sonano comes back in for O'Grady. She'll get a big hand.
She deserves a big hand. Great minutes.
So 2.7. Here's Clark to inbounds the ball. Looks inside. And Feuerbach goes down, and we're going to have a foul.
So what was happening there, the Indiana defender, Wagner, was bodying up to Feuerbach, and Feuerbach couldn't really move, and so she was just displacing, and finally they called the foul.
Wagner will pick up the foul. Senior in the state of Indiana. Feuerbach, first free throw, perfect. She had 5 and 3 boards at Indiana Saturday. Second one, perfect. 26-23, 2.7 left to go. Indiana gets it into Berger. She'll fire from half court.
Jeez.
Off the rim, no good. Had to stay with that one.
You can tell she practices those.
So a back and forth first 10 minutes. Iowa 26, Indiana 23. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels, Homewood Suites and the Home 2 Suites by Hilton. Each offer guests spacious suites, complimentary breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, guest laundry, and convenient locations. Let their warm and friendly staff take care of you and your family when you visit Hawkeye Country. We'll be back with second quarter action. Iowa by 3, 26-23. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
At MidAmerican Energy, we harvest the wind to provide you with clean, affordable energy. But did you know our commitment to wind energy also creates jobs and generates millions in local revenue? That's money your community can use to fix roads, support first responders, and improve schools. MidAmerican Energy's commitment to renewable energy delivers positive results for our state. And it's one more way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Check out Bump's Restaurant, located on Melrose Avenue in Iowa City, inside the new Nagel Family Clubhouse at Finkbine Golf Course. We use fresh whole ingredients and scratch cooking in all of our dishes. Come enjoy a blackberry avocado salad, our famous pork tenderloin, or maybe our signature Kinnick burger with a side of our fresh hand-cut french fries. And don't forget to try our legendary Mary and handcrafted cocktails. Reservations are encouraged. Make yours today by calling 319-335-9662. Bump's Restaurant, legendary man, legendary food.
Blue is caring, blue is convenient, and now blue is Medicare Advantage from Wellmark Advantage Health Plan, offering all-in-one Medicare coverage, our extensive network, and the confidence of being covered by Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Learn more at wellmarkadvantage.com. Indiana will start with the basketball. Iowa 26, Indiana 23. Start of quarter number 2. Holmes delivers to Patberg, just left to the top of the key. Now in the paint, Berger turnaround jumper from 14, got it. And that's what she likes to do, loves the mid-range game. Warnock drives in, left side, layup good.
Nobody's stopping her. Take it in.
28-25 Hawkeyes. Cardano Hillary down the left side, wheels around and then throws it off the back of Warnock. Patberg digs it up. Down on the right block. She stops against Clark. Now kicks it out. 10 to shoot. Off balance shot by Berger. No. And a foul will be called on Kate Martin.
I thought good defense by Kate Martin, though. Good job stopping Berger. She has a hard assignment because Berger's a good driver, but I think Martin's doing a good job of limiting her ability to get as close as she wants to the basket.
Now Berger doesn't shoot a lot of threes. She likes to get to the rim. Has a very good mid-range game. Averaging almost 20 points the last 5 games and makes her first. She has 10. Hawks by 2. Second one, good. Berger with 11. And it's 28-27, Iowa just underway, second quarter. Clark across the timeline. Cardano Hillary on her, good defensive player. Here's Martin, gets it inside. Sonano deep and couldn't finish.
Love the ball movement there, though. Iowa was moving the ball around the three-point arc, and then a quick high-low. I mean, it's just fast, fast, fast. It's hard to defend.
So Sonano, fouled by Holmes on the play, will get 2 free throws. First one is good. Monaco had 22 and 6 rebounds Saturday at Bloomington. Second one, perfect. 30-27, 1 minute into the second quarter. Hawkeyes by 3. Indiana with the basketball. Holmes delivers to Patberg. Clark on her. Now Berger, top of the key. Tries to get into the paint. and then has to kick it back outside to Goulet, who drives down the right side of the lane, and she is bumped by Warnock. And Taiwo will come in for Warnock. Keandra Brown back for Indiana. Indiana basketball along the baseline. Brown has it on the baseline. Shot is up by Berger. No good from deep in the corner, but Cardano Hillary gets the rebound and then gets the left-handed layup to go. Shot is still good by the Hawkeyes from the left wing. And Indiana gets the ball. Down court. Cardano Hillary, acrobatic left-handed layup is good high off the window.
She's not tall, but she is a quick little one.
And has no problem getting inside. Really quick first step. Indiana by 1. Taiwo at the top of the key. Now inside Sonano. A defender fell down, and Brown, and shot is missed by Sonano off the right side of the rim, and then Clark fouled Patberg in the paint.
They're doing kind of some face guarding along with Patberg, trying to limit her touches.
O'Grady back for Sonano. Clark's first personal. And Patberg at the line, free throw good. Allie Patberg, her first point of the ball game at 18 and 6 on Saturday. A veteran in the Big Ten. Second one also good. Indiana by 3, 33-30. 7:40 left to go. Second quarter. Here's Martin in between the circles, out by the big Tiger Hawk logo. Out of Taiwo. Here's Clark and Cardano Hillary, almost with the steal. And then trying to help on defense, Goulet ran into Clark. That'll be her first. Ball possession for the Hawkeyes along the sideline.
And Clark did a good job of sticking with that play. It's easy to just get frustrated when someone's tapping it away or anything, and she did.
Well,
stuck
she's
with
used
it.
to that.
She is, and she's stuck with the play. Drew a foul.
Hawks down 3. Here's Clark, drives down the right side of the lane. Wide open layup is good. Defense just stopped.
I know. Well, Brown jabbed at her, but didn't come across, and she did a good job reading it and kept going.
Cardano Hillary all the way to the rim, and the foul will be assessed to Addie O'Grady. Got to limit that penetration by Indiana's point guard, Nicole Cardano Hillary.
Well, there's a back screen up top, and there needs to be more conversation on that because Marshall got caught on the back screen, which kind of messes up the whole offense or the whole defensive set.
She's from Spain and had a terrific career at George Mason before the transfer.
O'Grady has a little bit of blood on her. It's not her own, though, so they should probably figure out which Indiana player has it, because I think it's on her back. Yeah, it's definitely on the back of her jersey.
Cardano Hillary at the free throw line will get 2. First one is right through. Indiana Saturday, 23 of 26 from the free throw line. Missed this one. Long into the hands of Taiwo. Now to Clark on the left wing. Wheels into the paint. Goes strong and finishes.
Yeah, had a nice roll right over that rim.
Clark with 11. We're tied at 34. Patberg gets it out to Berger. Top of the key jumper, no good. Nice box out by the Hawkeyes. Clark with the ball across the timeline. Stops at the top of the key, hesitates. Now angles to the right side. Turns around, wide open, 17-foot jumper goes.
She did a fabulous job. She was wide open for quite a bit and really took her time, took her breath almost, and then shot it.
Berger in the paint, couple of dribbles. O'Grady does a good job to close out on her. Cardano Hillary gets it off to Moore McNeil. Now inside, Brown goes up with the left hand off O'Grady and scores. She has 4, 6'2" sophomore, averaging 3. We're tied at 36. Approaching 6 minutes left to go. Here's Clark. Little step back, 16-footer is short. Long rebound to Cardano Hillary. Gets it to Berger. Left wing, hands it off to Pat Berg, gets into the paint, and that's going to be an illegal screen on Brown.
Brown has, quite honestly, a lot of illegal screens, so it's just a matter of time before one of them gets called. And in her illegal screen, what she's doing is she's taking a step. So what you have to make sure you're doing as a player is you are set as the player is coming towards you, and she always takes this additional step to try to get a better screen out of it.
Warnock comes back for the Hawkeyes. Holmes for the Hoosiers. We're tied at 36 and we're under 6. Iowa with the basketball. Feuerbach gets it to Taiwo. Now inside to O'Grady. Back to Taiwo on the bounce pass. Lost control of it and out of bounds over to Indiana.
But a good pass. I was looking to see if maybe Monica Sonato's been out for a while, so I didn't know if maybe she had a foul that I was missing, but nope, they're just giving Addie some time that she's earned, and I think that's great.
Well, remember, Indiana usually only goes about 7 deep. They've gone 8 deep tonight, but really rely heavily on that starting 5. Inside, Holmes goes to work with the left hand. No, gets her own rebound. Right-handed putback is up and good over the left side of the rim. Holmes with 4, Indiana by 2. 5:14 second quarter. Taiwo left baseline drives in. She's doubled, loses control of the ball, and it's dug up by Moore McNeil. Down court pass to Holmes. One dribble, shot is up and good off the glass. Holmes with 6, and Indiana goes up by 4. Sonato getting ready to come back in. Here's Feuerbach down the lane, and the shot goes in, but traveling will be called before the shot. Lost her balance, kind of lost the dribble, took a long step, and called for traveling. Timeout on the court. And it's a great time to remind you to join the Iowa Lottery's free VIP club. Members receive free plays, special offers, insider news, and can enter promotions to win cash and other great prizes. Visit ialottery.com and click on the VIP club tab for complete details. 4:53 left to go, second quarter. Indiana 40, Iowa 36. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Multi-platinum country superstar Sarah Evans is bringing her Copy That tour to the newly remodeled event center at Riverside Casino and Golf Resort on May 21st.
And I could not ask for more. You were born to fly. No place that far.
Tickets are on sale now at riversidecasinoandresort.com.
Hawks have turned it over. Last 3 trips down. And have 9 turnovers already to Indiana's 3. Hawks still shooting the ball very well. 13 of 22 from the floor. 2 of 8 from 3. 8 out of 8 from the free throw line. Indiana as well. 16 of 31 for 51.6%. 2 of 6 from 3 and 6 of 7 from the free throw line. Tonight's game brought to you by Bud Light. Bud Light proudly welcomes back Hawkeye fans to Carver Hawkeye Arena this year. Bud Light is for the fans.
Ooh, Well, Indiana went on a little tiny run there, but those little tiny runs, they kind of give away. It was a 6-0 run against the Hawks, but I mean, I think the bigger thing you felt right there was Iowa had the 3 turnovers during that 6-0 run, so that compounds it. But you have your starters back out on the floor. Gain control again. Again, these are the waves. The first game, that game they had a few days ago, that was kind of a fluke, to be quite honest, that they could live that comfortably for 3 quarters, because this is more what I think everyone was expecting, and I think is what we'll see this rest of this game.
And what we expected on Saturday. Indiana with the basketball, on top by 4. Here's Berger, jumper from the right wing is good. Mid-range jumper by Berger. She has 13, averages 17. 42-36 Indiana. Warnock in between the circles, feeds right side to Kate Martin, being defended by Berger. Martin gets to the top of the key, now to Warnock, right side, 9 to shoot. Here's Clark, directing traffic, dribbles behind her back, and Cardano Hillary, her second personal.
No, see, that's why you do a behind-the-back dribble. I'm always like, why do you do that? Because I obviously can't do it. That's also part of it. But that was so effective right there. Her behind-the-back dribble gave her time to keep her body close by, and she drew a nice foul as time was expiring.
Ball possession for the Hawks. Clark lobs it out for Kate Martin. Takes a couple of dribbles, right-handed pass to Marshall, free throw line extended right. Gabby, bounce pass to Monica Sonato, and she's doubled and has it knocked away by Berger. Indiana in transition, layup good for Moore McNeil. 44-36 Indiana. 3:40 left to go until halftime. Moore McNeil comes out on Clark near the timeline. Caitlin keeps that left-handed dribble going. Now gets it to the right side, and that's Martin. Kate dribbles to the top of the key, gets it to a Fulcher now into the game. She takes a couple of dribbles in the paint and then throws it away, trying to get it to Gabby Marshall. Intercepted by Cardano Hillary. Dribbles behind her back, bounce pass inside Holmes. Layup is no good from the left block, and Kate Martin with her second.
Iowa on the offensive end is just not getting anything. They're going almost the full 30 seconds, and they're not finding what they need or what they want. And that's the past 2 times down the court that's happened.
Just trying to make that perfect pass, too, as the free throw is good by Mackenzie Holmes. And it's 45-36. Hawks could be down by 10 if this free throw goes in, and it does.
McKenna Warnock, Kylie Fierbach in for Iowa.
Warnock, Fierbach, Clark, Marshall, and Sonato. 3:12 left to go in the second. 46-36 Indiana. Clark to Fierbach. Now to Marshall. Gets it to Clark on the left wing. Dribbles between her legs, tries to force her way along the baseline, and tried to get it back out to Fierbach, but it's picked off by Grace Berger. Berger kicks it left side, Goulbay. Now to Berger, reverses it to Cardano Hillary for 3, no good from the right wing. Clark the rebound. And a charge is going to be called in the backcourt on Caitlin Clark with a little arm bar against Cardano Hillary.
So that's going to be for fouls. That's going to be 2 on Clark. So Clark's got to be smart from here on. No more offensive fouls. No more defensive fouls.
No. Now 3 players with 2 fouls for the Hawkeyes. Cardano Hillary drives in and makes a right-handed layup, and Lisa Bluter quickly off the bench to call timeout.
I think that's a great decision. Iowa's just on the offensive end. They're taking and using the entire clock. And that's not their offense, to be quite honest. Like,
no, they want more of a fast-paced offense.
They want this fast-paced, so this is where they're not controlling the tempo of the game. They got to control the tempo. Go. You should score within 15 seconds.
48-36. Big lead for the Hoosiers of 12 points. Molly's Cupcakes is proudly serving their cookies and treats inside Carver Hawkeye Arena. For a taste of unique flavors you'll love, stop by their downtown Iowa City location for homemade cupcakes, cookies, cakes, bars, and coffee drinks. Molly's Cupcakes is a proud supporter of the Hawkeyes. So out of the timeout, Iowa basketball. Clark in the backcourt with it. 2:25, angles to the right side, hands it off to Kylie Feuerbach. One dribble. Sonato out near the high post, and a collision between Moore, McNeil, and Clark. And Moore McNeil gets her third. So that'll get Clark to the free throw line, and Patberg back into the ballgame for Indiana. Clark with 13 at the line. Free throw, perfect. .48-37. Hawks need a big finish here in the final 2:23. Second one, got it.
And those two free throws could be that start. And they're going to go. If they drive, they're aggressive. They're going to go to the free throw line.
Cardano Hillary in the front court. Here's Berger, takes a screen, goes down the right side and took an extra step. Traveled. Feuerbach was there defensively.
Great job by Feuerbach, and that's what you have to know. If you're guarding Berger, she wants to drive, so you don't have to go over top of the screen. You go underneath the screen, and then you can meet her when she's trying to drive into the lane.
Clark in the backcourt with the ball. Cardano Hillary comes out and greets her before crosses the timeline. Now Feuerbach on the right side. And Clark hits the deck again. And that's going to be a foul on Brown. And that's 3 on her. So 2 players that come off the bench for the Hoosiers each have 3 fouls. Clark at the line. Wagner comes back into the game for Indiana. 6-foot senior out of Vincennes, Indiana. Holmes also back for Indiana, the starting post player. 48-38, Indiana by 10, but Clark at the free throw line. First free throw, got it. Hawks now 11 out of 11 from the free throw line. Make that 12 of 12.
2 minutes to go in this quarter. I mean, Iowa's creeping. They're creeping back.
Down 8. 48-40, Indiana with the lead in the ball. Here's Holmes. Short jumper, baseline, rimming, got it. Holmes with 10. Just her 3rd game back after missing time with a knee injury. Here's Clark. Angles left side. Still behind the arc and tried to get a pass inside. It goes off the leg of Gulbe into the hands of Berger. Berger penetrates. Short jumper is up strong. Clark with the rebound. Hawks down 10 with the ball. Here's Clark. Angles left side for 3. Marshall no good. Gabby has yet to score. She had 10 on Saturday. Pass by Berger, intended for Holmes, goes out of bounds along the baseline over to the Hawks, down 10.
See, this is you can tell the pace has shifted, and it's to Iowa's favor, right? Indiana doesn't like to run. They don't know how to run as well as Iowa do, so if you can trick them into keep running, trying to run down the court, you're going to get the turnovers.
1 minute left to go. Second quarter. Warnock top of the key. Clark on the right side. She'll fire a 3-pointer short. Long rebound to Gabby Marshall. And her 15-foot jump shot rimming no. And Wagner goes after the rebound. And then loses control of it out of bounds. And Now the official signals Indiana basketball.
Overrode herself. It's a weird call. But it's now back to Iowa's ball after a quick conversation.
The two officials. So Iowa will have it along the baseline. 20 on the shot clock, 47 on the game clock. Iowa down 10. Warnock drives down the left side of the lane. Power move is up and no good. Rebound Holmes. Gets it to Patberg. Into the lane, floater. That's an air ball. And rebound taken down by Berger, but stolen away by Clark. Hawks can hold for basically one. 3-second differential. 19 on the shot clock, 21 on the game clock. Hawks down by 10, 50-40. Clark out near the timeline. Patberg on her. Angles left side, now gets a pass inside. Sedano goes up, can't finish, but is fouled.
Almost an impossible pass. There's barely any space, and she just figures out a way to thread that.
That'll be 2 on Holmes and 2 free throws for Sedano. Taiwo for Clark, since Caitlin has 2 fouls. 6 seconds left.
6 seconds is a lot of time, and this is a team that can get down the court. So Iowa needs to try to slow them down, make them turn a couple of times as they're coming up the court.
First things first. Sedano at the line. Free throw a little bit strong. First miss by the Hawkeyes at the line. Sedano gathers, puts this one in. Monica has 11. It's 50-41 Indiana. Here's Berger in the backcourt. Crosses the timeline. Drives down the right side. Shot with the left hand. It's up off the window at the buzzer.
And that was just too easy. Way too easy. Nobody... You go up against Clark every day. You're used to that kind of stuff. You should be able to stop it better than most people.
So we are at the half. Indiana 52, Iowa 41. Hey Hawkeyes, is your small business ready for a big promotion? To support and celebrate small business, United Healthcare and Hawkeye Athletics are teaming up for the Spotlight on Small Business Sweepstakes. Winners receive radio promotions, social media recognition, and more. To enter, visit HawkeyeSports.com/UHC. United Healthcare is a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Hawk fans, running out of time to join us for Hawk Talk with Coach Lisa Bluter for her weekly radio show presented by Oaknall at Bumps Restaurant from 6 until 7. The full show schedule can be found under the Connect tab at HawkeyeSports.com. We will not be live this week. We will have a show on Wednesday on the radio from 6 until 7, right before the Fran McCaffrey show. And then our final Hawk Talk at Bumps will be on March 1st, a week from Tuesday. So you make plans to come out and join us as we will preview the Big Ten tournament and also the NCAA tournament. Iowa led after one, 26-23. Indiana outscores the Hawkeyes in the second, 29-15. Lead it to the Hoosiers, 52-41. Back with the Bud Light halftime show after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from their field.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, the hotel at Kirkwood Center, Klosterman Construction, the Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, and Bachmeyer Carpet One Floor and Home of the beautiful Guarantee. Bachmeyer Carpet One is proud to support the Hawkeyes. If you're looking to remodel, build a new home, or just redo a room, we are your flooring store. Outstanding design and sales staff with the knowledge to guide you in a friendly, stress-free atmosphere. Bachmeyer Carpet One. Come visit us.
Ladies, Gary Dolphin here. Authentic Brand's stylish line of products are designed by ladies for ladies. You will love the unique Hawkeye options available for your next tailgate. These same Authentic Brand styles are available to outfit your professional life as well. With Authentic Brand by TCB Companies, you'll look your best at the game, work, or anywhere in between. Outfit your life today at authentic-brand.com. Authentic Brand by TCB Companies.
It's always more fun to be with friends as you cheer on your favorite team. Whether attending the game, watching at a bar, or hosting a party, it's very important to know that fans don't let fans drive drunk. Before choosing to drink, choose your team's MVP, a sober designated driver. Avoid the unsportsmanlike conduct of driving drunk by handing off your keys so that you, your passengers, and everyone on the road can be safe. Your team victory will only be worth celebrating if you and your friends make it home. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
Oh, you know that old injury of yours? The one in your knee or maybe back? Instead of going to the doctor and then doing physical therapy, why not start with therapy first? Athletico Physical Therapy is changing the whole healing process around. Their physical therapists will find the source of your pain and help fix it. Start with them and start living pain-free. Just like that.
It all starts with Athletico Physical Therapy. Schedule your free assessment at athletico.com. No prescription needed. Proud partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
We are at the half from Carver Hawkeye Arena. Indiana 52, Iowa 41. And last month, we talked about the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women. And unfortunately, Julie Fitzpatrick couldn't join us on that particular day for the Illinois game. So we got together and said, hey, let's try to pick a time where we can discuss things. And Julie, of course, is the American Heart Association's 2022 Go Red for Women co-chair. And Julie, I'm glad we got this done because I didn't want to go throughout the season without being able to chat with you about the Go Red for Women movement and just how things are going and how it all came to be.
Yeah, well, gosh, thank you for this opportunity. I really appreciate it, and we appreciate all the support that women's basketball has given to Go Red for Women, along with Midwest One, who sponsored our game at the Illinois game, and I was sorry I couldn't be here. But yeah, Go Red for Women started by the American Heart Association in 2004. And it started as a movement to educate and empower women on heart disease. It was found that heart disease was the #1 killer of women, much like men, and that more needed to be done to help women understand, you know, not only the signs and symptoms, but what they could do from a lifestyle standpoint to prevent heart disease.
What kind of got you involved?
So I'm a physical therapist, and when I was asked to be involved, it just seemed it aligned with my philosophy on wellness for women. And, you know, actually it became very personal for me about 5 years after I got involved with the organization. Our daughter was born with a congenital heart defect, and she is a happy, healthy, vibrant 11-year-old today.
I can attest to that.
Yes, and she's doing great, but she did have 2 life-saving open heart surgeries, and she's a testament to the research and the advancements of the American Heart Association. So no question, while I was on board already with all that the American Heart Association does, it certainly confirmed that even more. So.
Well, we got about another week left of February. It is Heart Month, of course. So what are some of the initiatives throughout the month of February? And then the Go Red for Women luncheon is very important as well.
Yeah, so Heart Month is February, and I've just been so grateful. Our community has really gotten behind this. Many of you may have seen the red lights shining throughout our community at different landmarks downtown, Iowa River Landing, the North Liberty Bridge, just to help as a reminder to women of heart disease. And then the downtown district also has done a lot to help spread knowledge to women who come into the stores about
knowing your numbers and knowing what you can do to make sure that you're talking to your healthcare providers about your heart health. And then we have our flagship event is in December, and it's our luncheon. And it is a very well-attended luncheon, very well supported by our community. We raise over $100,000 every year at that luncheon, which goes directly back into our community, to the University of Iowa, to support heart health research and initiatives.
Well, Julie, I appreciate it. Glad you stopped by. Glad we got this done. And you're right, we kind of need those reminders sometimes, too, don't we? And it's, nice to have that out in the community.
Well, thanks for this opportunity. I really appreciate it, Rob.
Julie, thank you very much. Julie Fitzpatrick, American Heart Association's 2022 Go Red for Women co-chair. We'll be back with more on the halftime show as Iowa trails 52-41. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Did you know that as a Mid-American Energy customer, nearly half of your life is powered by the wind energy we provide? That means when you're at home fixing a snack, or at work sending emails, you're using wind energy. Investing in wind helps us keep your rates low. Renewable wind energy. It's clean, affordable, and powerful. And it's one more way Mid-American Energy is obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
When you set up a savings goal with US Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the US Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. US Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Are you looking to downsize from your family home to begin your retirement years? Our Oak Knoll East campus is for you. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director at Oak Knoll. Our new campus has many unique amenities for your active lifestyle, in addition to providing the same great services that Oak Knoll has offered our residents for over 50 years. We're now open and have a few two-bedroom apartments still available. Call me at 319-351-1720 or visit oakknoll.com to set up your personal tour. Go Hawks!
You know when your internet works, your life works. Living with unreliable internet or slow speeds is a hassle you can't afford. Hawk fans, don't settle for subpar service. Get Extreme Internet and transform your whole home. With Extreme powered by Mediacom, you can enjoy speeds from 60 meg up to an incredible 1 gig, intelligent whole home Wi-Fi, and unbeatable reliability. You want great internet at a great price? Give us a call at 844-4FASTER and talk to the Extreme Internet Pros today. Speeds may vary and a monthly data usage allowance applies.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Iowa. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
This is the Bud Light halftime show. Bud Light proudly welcomes back fans to Carver Hawkeye Arena this year. Bud Light is for the fans. Right now, the Hawks, 20 minutes into it, still plenty of time, down 52-41. Jamie, how about the first half statistics?
All right, well, Iowa started off that first quarter 26 points as a team, only scored 15 in the second quarter, so I think that's an important thing to realize, and they're only down by 11 right now. That's some pretty lucky stuff right there for the Hawkeyes. Looking at the stats for Iowa, with 2 players in double figures, 17 for Clark, 11 for Sonano, 7 from Warnock, 4 from O'Grady, and 2 from Feuerbach. As a team, Iowa shooting 50% from the field, 20% from the three-point line on 2 of 10 shooting. Very well from the free throw line, 13 of 14. 19 rebounds compared to Indiana's 13 rebounds, so doing well from the board side. Only 6 assists thus far, so trying to figure out that offense right now, but they've only had 13 field goals they could get assists on. Indiana has 2 players in double figures, Berger with 15, Holmes with 10, and then you have Cardano, Hillary with 9, and 8 coming from Moore, McNeil. Things to look for in the second half. Really, Iowa's going to need to be focusing on actually getting more shots up. That's the big thing right here. They got to get more shots up because they're shooting okay. They just need more opportunities.
52-41 Hoosiers. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
It's always more fun to be with friends as you cheer on your favorite team. Whether attending the game, watching at a bar, or hosting a party, it's very important to know that fans don't let fans drive drunk. Before choosing to drink, choose your team's MVP, a sober designated driver. Avoid the unsportsmanlike conduct of driving drunk by handing off your keys so that you, your passengers, and everyone on the road can be safe. Your team victory will only be worth celebrating if you and your friends make it home. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
Flu season is here, and you can get your flu shot now at your Hy-Vee pharmacy. It's easy, convenient, and you can schedule your appointment online. Just go to Hy-Vee.com/mypharmacy. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, you get a 20-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver. This year, it's more important than ever to stay healthy. So go online to Hy-Vee.com/mypharmacy today to schedule your flu shot and get a 20-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver. Some restrictions may apply.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, Bachmeyer Carpet One, Floor and Home, Klosterman Construction, and the Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, named Iowa Tourism's 2021 Hotel of the Year and awarded the AAA 4 Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatkirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
Do you ever feel like you spend more time trying to work out than actually working out? Skip the hassles and bring the gym into your home with help from the friendly fitness experts at Shields. We'll help you choose the right equipment to meet your goals, and we'll be right there with you for delivery, setup, and service. And with the Shields guarantee, you never take a chance on your purchase. If you don't love it, we'll make it right. This year, it's your space, your time, your fitness, with a little help from Shields. In store or online at shields.com.
Indiana 52, Iowa 41. Both teams back out on the court, warming up. Just one other game in Big Ten women's basketball tonight. Penn State has defeated Michigan State. Penn State playing pretty good basketball, 79-71. Hawks have some work to do. Clark with 17, Sonano with 11. Third quarter action coming up. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Every day you use energy to power your life, to wake up, to stay connected.
Hi, this is John. Oh, hey.
To feed your loved ones.
Dinner!
You don't even have to think about it, because at Mid-American Energy, we do. We work hard to bring you energy you can count on every day, because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're Mid-American Energy, and we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
It's always more fun to be with friends as you cheer on your favorite team. Whether attending the game, watching at a bar, or hosting a party, it's very important to know that fans don't let fans drive drunk. Before choosing to drink, choose your team's MVP, a sober designated driver. Avoid the unsportsmanlike conduct of driving drunk by handing off your keys so that you, your passengers, and everyone on the road can be safe. Your team victory will only be worth celebrating if you and your friends make it home. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Monica Sonano gets the ball down on the left block and scores to have her total at 13. And then Indiana comes right back, and Cardano Hillary, a drive along the left baseline. She goes up and is fouled by Gabby Marshall, and is at the line to shoot 2, makes the first. She's into double figures with 10, 53-43. Second one, good.
No Iowa players starting this third quarter with 3 fouls, so that is always a nice thing to see when you look at the fouls starting it out.
Plenty with 2 and had to play with 2. Sonano gets it in deep, turnaround jumper, paint. That's an air ball, a little bit strong. But boy, you like Iowa getting the ball in Sonano's hands in good position. Cardano Hillary dribbles in circles and gets it to Patberg. Indiana really moves the ball well. Cardano Hillary dribbles behind her back, drives down the left side of the lane, and Marshall picks up another foul. That'll be 2 more free throws for the quick Nicole Cardano Hillary. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Iowa Hawkeye Women's Basketball. Cardano Hillary misses them both. And then
A weird decision by Indiana just then. They didn't have anybody on the free throw line to try and rebound either.
So after making 2, Cardano Hillary misses 2, and it's 54-43 Indiana. Hawks with the basketball, just underway third quarter. Martin has yet to score. Cross-court pass to Marshall on the left wing. Warnock, top of the key, inside. Yes. Sonano off the window with the left hand, and a chance for a three-point play.
She is working her tail off to get open down there. And Iowa is also, though, looking to get it inside to her. If they can get the game inside to happen, I think it will open it up for the outside to be able, because they're going to dig in, they're going to help off.
And Holmes picks up the foul. Post player for Indiana, that's her third. Free throw, Sonano gets the roll. Monica with 16. She had 22 on Saturday. 54-46. Indiana gets the ball in deep to Brown, who just came into the game. Missed a shot from the left block, and the ball rolls out of bounds along the sideline over to the Hawkeyes. So we'll see how long the starting post player for Indiana, Mackenzie Holmes, sits on the bench, picking up her third here early in the third.
They have quite a few people with 3 right now. You have Holmes, Moore, McNeil, and Brown, all kind of in that post position, getting 3 fouls.
And it's not a deep team. Martin, free throw line extended left. Gets it to Marshall, cutting toward the basket. She brings it back out. Picks up her dribble, left side, now inside. Sonano goes to the right side, no good. Gets her own rebound after it was tapped to her by Clark. Caitlin has the ball on the right wing, gets it to Kate Martin for 3. A little bit strong. Warnock goes after the rebound, but then dug up by Indiana, but then traveling is called on Cardano Hillary. 54-46, Indiana just under 8, third quarter.
And that was helped by Marshall. Getting in position to try to slow it down.
Martin gets it into Warnock. Now back to Kate. She had 13 on Saturday. Marshall and Martin have not scored yet tonight. And Warnock is fouled. Goulbe over the back.
Warnock just did a good job staying wide there and going to the ball to grab that, to draw that foul.
Hawks scored just 15 points in that second quarter. Ball possession for Iowa along the baseline. Clark looking to throw it in. Gets it to Sonano on a bounce pass. Monica lobs it out to Clark on the right wing. Now comes out and sets a screen. Clark turns the corner, and she'll fire from the top of the key. Slides off the right side. Sonano hustles after the rebound, then throws it up. And Goulbe digs it up. It's going to go out of bounds. And here's a three-pointer right wing. Patberg no good, but the rebound and putback is good. Goulbe with 6. She crashes. That's the scouting report on her at 6'3". 56-46. Hawks down 10 with the ball. Clark comes off a screen, and that's going to be an illegal screen called on Iowa. Kate Martin with her third.
Well, Iowa's just got to be smart and keep looking at playing the right ball, especially Martin with 3 fouls right now. You want to have her on. She adds a lot when she's out there on the court.
Here's Berger racing into the paint. Turnaround jumper is up and no good off the right side of the iron. Rebound to Caitlin Clark. Spins in the paint, kicks it out to Kate Martin, right wing. Now Warnock drives down the right side. Shot is up off the window. Got it.
I don't even know if it touched the window. She was a little far out there and a little under the basket.
Indiana quickly down court. Berger gets it out to Gourbet. Top of the key, 3, no. Sonano the rebound in the paint. 56-48, Indiana. Hawks with the basketball. Trying to get some momentum at the offensive end. Warnock, free throw line extended left. Holds the ball high. Keeps that right-handed dribble going. Almost lost it. Spins. Lost it again. Dug up by Brown. And into the hands of Cardano Hillary. Down court to Pat-Berg. Right-handed layup off the window. Good. Pat-Berg with 4. And the Hawks now down 10 again.
Gotta just get on a roll.
Inside, Clark posting against the shorter Cardano Hillary. And she commits her third. O'Grady checks in. Law enforcement is cracking down on wearing seatbelts. The Iowa Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau reminds you to click it or take it day or night.
There just hasn't been a run by either team. Just a lot of trading the baskets thus far in this quarter.
Clark gets it into Martin. Hands it back off to Caitlin Clark. Hawks but down 10. Clark angles left side. Now shoves the pass into O'Grady. Back to Marshall. Couldn't penetrate. Now Clark, step back three-pointer. Swishes it left to the top of the key.
Tell Clark's a little frustrated, but that can help her sometimes.
We've seen that many times. Holmes gets it in deep. Left-handed shot rolls off the front of the rim. Hawks with the rebound. Clark, bounce pass O'Grady. Gathers, goes up and finishes.
Wow, good job. Realizing you were under the basket. She regained herself and got into a position she could make it.
Clark wants the crowd to get into it. 58-53. Indiana on top. Martin tips a pass out of bounds. Indiana will keep possession as we have timeout on the court. Cardano Hillary will come back in as well. 4:51 left to go, third quarter. Hawks on a run. Indiana 58, Iowa 53. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
The sense of pride that comes from the life of a farmer. How many people can say they have a famous tan named after them, or be known for their wave when they drive past neighbors and strangers alike on a 2-lane road? Whether it's a farmer's tan or the farmer's wave, we are proud to be known for a lot of things. We feel that pride every night at the dinner table, knowing we feed our family and yours. Iowa Corn is proud to be on the sidelines cheering on the Iowa Hawkeyes. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
Do you ever feel like you spend more time trying to work out than actually working out? Skip the hassles and bring the gym into your home with help from the friendly fitness experts at Shields. We'll help you choose the right equipment to meet your goals, and we'll be right there with you for delivery, setup, and service. And with the Shields guarantee, you never take a chance on your purchase. If you don't love it, we'll make it right. This year, it's your space, your time, your fitness, with a little help from Shields. In store or online at shields.com.
Multi-platinum country superstar Sarah Evans is bringing her Copy That tour to the newly remodeled event center at Riverside Casino and Golf Resort on May 21st.
And I could not ask for more. You were born to fly. No place that far.
Tickets are on sale now at riversidecasinoandresort.com.
Hawks have outscored the Hoosiers to start the third quarter 12-6, have made 3 of their last 3 from the field. Indiana still leads at 58-53, but this was an 11-point game at the half. And Jamie, you just get a sense now that Iowa hopefully starting to get some things to go right offensively, and it spurs on the defense.
Yeah, and I do think they are a team that feed off of each other, right? So when Clark hits a shot, like you can feel that's going to feed off into the rest of the team, which allows them to go on these runs. No, I think the reason they are going to go on these runs, though, I think is if they just got to be aggressive on the offensive end. They got to go quick. They got to drive in because Indiana's going to keep fouling them, and then eventually I think they'll get to the free throw line.
Where they've done a terrific job, 14 of 15. Indiana basketball along the sideline, 4:51 left to go, third quarter. Lob pass into Holmes, takes a couple of dribbles, spins, shot is up and no good. Curled off the right side of the rim. Clark with the rebound. Gets into the paint, floater, no good, and tried to tip it to O'Grady, goes off of Addie's left hand and out of bounds over to the Hoosiers.
It's a good drive into the lane right there. Just other people have to move and actually show positioning of how they're open, I think, to help Clark out on that.
Cardano Hillary brings the ball across the timeline, shoves it left side to Berger, probes the baseline, tries to back in, then pulls it back out left wing. Now goes to the middle of the lane, gets it to the right side. Goulet tried to drive, sealed off. Now Berger goes all the way to the basket. Left-handed shot is no good. Weak side rebound, Addie O'Grady. 58-53, Hawks down but with the basketball. Here's Clark, top of the key. Now to Kate Martin, free throw line extended left. Tomi Taiwo into the game, in between the circles. She'll fire a three-pointer. That's partially blocked by Berger into the hands of Cardano Hillary. She gets into the paint and then flips it back out to Moore McNeil. Inside to Holmes, who goes to the left hand and scores. 60-53 Indiana. 3:30 left to go, third quarter. Clark receives a pass down on the left block, and a push will be called on Moore McNeil.
And good cut by Clark, going hard, turning at the elbow to try to jet in and letting them see, hey, they are fouling me. I think that she just has to keep being vigilant about that.
And that's 4 on Chloe Moore McNeil, who had 8 points in the first half and is kind of a defensive specialist off the bench for Indiana. 60-53, Hoosiers on top, Iowa with the ball on the baseline. Feuerbach in, has the ball on the left wing. Now penetrates, loses control of it, but dug up by Sonano. Kicks it left side, Taiwo. Now to Warnock, to Clark. Fires a three-pointer short, just skipped off the front of the rim, but Taiwo gets the rebound. A long rebound, saved it from going out of bounds. Feuerbach tried to get a pass inside and just telegraphed that one, and it was batted away by Indiana. Here's Berger, 15-foot jump shot, rimming no. Missed that one from the left side, and a foul underneath will be called on Monica Sonano. That's only her first. Kate Martin back in the game. We're under 3, third quarter, 60-53 Indiana.
I think that's a good box out for Monica, and it's a good situation that she only has 1 foul at this point.
Here's a three-pointer off the inbounds play by Patberg, no good. Loose ball dug up by the Hawkeyes, Warnock and Sonano. Now to Clark in the backcourt, dribbles it across the timeline. Hesitates, gets all the way to the rim, finishes with a scoop shot and is fouled. Little hesitation.
Great move. I mean, the hesitation does a lot for a player, and Clark used that well, and then she still had the finish even with the foul.
So Clark will try to complete the three-point play. As the officials will now come over to the scorer's table.
I think they're going to do a review of the play. One of Indiana's player, I think it was Cardano Hillary, is trying to say that Clark was throwing an elbow at her. So they're going to review it. But looking at the stats right now, Iowa is, creeping their way back in. They're doing a good job of riding this momentum. There is a lot of momentum for Iowa. You can feel it. Just a 5-point game for Iowa right now. 14 points compared to 8 points for this third quarter for Iowa.
And Brown picks up her fourth. Moore McNeil also has 4. So two of the players that figure prominently coming off the bench for Indiana in foul trouble in a 5-point game.
Well, and that would, the fact that they're calling these fouls, which is a good thing because that means Indiana can't play this physical game they're trying to play against Iowa with the fouling, the reaching in, and everything like that. So they'll have to play more of a normal basketball game rather than this physical one they're trying to draw out of the Hawks.
We know Iowa grows a lot of corn, but in reality, corn grows Iowa. Corn grows our livestock, our economy, and our athletes. Put on your best face for the Iowa Corn Camp. Follow Iowa Corn on Facebook to be corn-fed. 2:43 left to go in the third. Indiana 60, Iowa 55. Hawks were down 11 at the half. And then you go to Sunday's game in Bloomington. Iowa led for 38 minutes and 43 seconds. So far, Indiana has led for 16-10. Iowa for 6:45 at the last time out.
I think that they're going to call... Oh, my God. They're going to actually call an intentional foul. They're going to call a flagrant foul on her. We're getting some clarification exactly on what the call is.
So Caitlin Clark is going to be called for an intentional foul. Lisa Bluter getting an explanation. And
that's frustrating. It's frustrating because Clark's getting fouled a lot, right? And I'm going to tell you as a player, yeah, sometimes you will drive past person and have your bow out, and it's just not the same. That's frustrating because she just is getting hammered. She's getting hammered by the other team, and you just want her to take it. I'm also very possessive over the women's team, right? Or the Iowa team. So I'm going to want them to be getting the calls that they deserve. But, so what that means is that I believe Clark will most likely shoot free throws.
Yeah, she'll shoot one.
Okay.
To complete the 3-point play.
Make
and then
or miss,
with both teams in the bonus, Indiana's going to shoot a pair as well. Now we're going to take a timeout.
We sure are.
And assess this situation with 2:43 left to go in the third. 5-point basketball game. The Hoosiers 60, the Hawkeyes 55. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer. IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go is mealtime made easy. Just order delicious meals online for convenient curbside pickup or have it delivered. Want breakfast? Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go. Need lunch? Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go. Doing dinner? Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go. Get pancakes, burgers, fried chicken, lasagna, High-Chai Asian dishes, sushi, pizza, and more. If you're craving it, Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go has it with curbside pickup or delivery. Order today at Hy-Vee.com/mealtime.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, Bachmeyer Carpet One, Floor and Home, Klosterman Construction, and the Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, named Iowa Tourism's 2021 Hotel of the Year and awarded the AAA 4 Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatkirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
Underneath, McKenzie Holmes on the right block goes up, has it knocked away by Sonano, and then Clark goes after the ball, as does Sonano, and she's going to pick up her second. Caitlin Clark did make her free throw, and then Grace Berger shot 2 after the intentional foul. Both of those went in. And now Holmes at the line for Indiana makes the first.
And Iowa's just got to be resilient right here. Try to use this anger and flip it over when you're on the offensive end. Use it as a fuel.
Holmes misses the second. Came off the right side of the rim. 1 out of 2 for her, and it's 63-56 Indiana. Iowa with the basketball. 2:17 left to go in the third. Warnock on the left wing. Tries to dribble into the paint and is shoved by Goulet. That'll be 3 on her. Both teams in the bonus, so McKenna Warnock will be at the free throw line.
And these refs, here's what I have to assume they talked and they're like, all right, we're going to try to clean it up right now. So Iowa also has to be smart, though, on the defensive end right now. They're going to just, I think, call fouls the next 2 minutes to try to end this third quarter.
Warnock makes the first. She has 10. Of course, second game back. Second one also good at 21 and 6 boards on Saturday. Warnock with 11, 63-58 as we approach 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Berger swings it to Pat Berg. In between the circles, Clark comes out on her. Berger, free throw line extended left, drives baseline, dribbles behind her back, pulls up from 10, and swishes it. Tough shot. Berger with 19. She's so good off the dribble with that mid-range game. Warnock trying to get it to Clark, and that pass kind of handcuffed her, went out of bounds. Hawks turn it over.
I think it's a good look, though, that cut through.
Indiana with the lead in the basketball, 65-58. 1:30 left to go in the third. Here's Berger on the left wing. Whips a pass cross court to Pat Berg. Tried to get it inside to Holmes, and she fumbled it out of bounds along the baseline over to the Hawkeyes.
So you want use it. Use this turnover, Iowa. Take advantage of it.
Clark crosses the timeline. Angles right side. Now Martin, free throw line extended right. Out behind the arc. Looks inside.
Yes.
Goes to Sonano, who finishes.
Into Sonano. Let's get a couple more Sonano shots to end this quarter.
18 for Monica, 7 in the quarter. 5-point basketball game, and Indiana turns it over. Cardano Hillary couldn't handle a pass right in front of the Hoosiers bench.
Keep rolling, ride the wave.
And get the fans into this game. It could be big coming down the stretch. Under a minute, third quarter. Martin in between the circles. Warnock in the same area. Drives right side, picks up her dribble. Now Gabby Marshall tries to do something. Now gets it to Caitlin Clark. Clark on the left wing with 9 to shoot. Clark, top of the key. Paint, pull-up jumper.
Beautiful.
Got it.
Great body control. She came to a jump stop, went straight up with her jump.
One possession game. Indiana 65, Iowa 62. 20 seconds left to go in the quarter. Indiana can basically hold for one. Berger out near the timeline. Kate Martin on her. Berger angles left side. Shot is up and no good, but a foul will be called. She Going to attempt a runner from about 8 feet and will shoot 2.
And Iowa will still have 5 seconds to get a shot off. So if you're going to foul, that's a nice time to foul. It's still going to give Iowa a decent shot.
But Sonato now with 3, all 3 fouls coming in this third quarter.
Give Sonato a little credit. She's like, I'm going to take them all. You give me
Don't take too many. So Grace Berger at the free throw line. First one is no good. Came off the right side. Indiana by 3 with 5.4 left to go in the third. Warnock came off the line. Second one is good by Berger. She has 20. And the Hawks will have to go the full length with 5.4. Here's Clark across the timeline. Will pull up from the top of the key. Has it blocked from behind. Clean block from behind.
Looked pretty clean.
It did.
Yep. That's a hard one.
And that'll end quarter number 3.
But again, it's going to give some motivation going into it. Iowa broke down that lead, got it down to just a 4-point lead. Iowa's got to be going into this fourth quarter with some momentum behind them, with
Hawks
some wind.
We're down 11 at the half. Only scored 15 points in the second quarter. So it was a very good quarter for Iowa. And Indiana will take a 4-point lead to the fourth quarter, 66-62. Buckle that seatbelt. This could be an interesting finish as we expected.
Oh, I'm going to stretch it out here. Third quarter stretch. Here we go. Well into 4.
This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Anything can happen when the Cyclones and Hawkeyes come to compete. It's where the rubber meets the road. Neighbors become rivals and friends become foes. Some go home broken-hearted, while others are victorious. When the dust finally settles, one thing stands true. No matter which side you're on, you're part of tradition for those who are Iowan through and through. We're Iowa Corn, a proud sponsor of the Iowa Corn Cy-Hawk Series. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
It's a new season. Get ready for more men's and women's college sports excellence. Trophies will be awarded in June to schools who take the top spot in the 2021-22 Learfield Directors Cup. The premier award recognizes one winning institution in all competitive divisions. Follow your favorite team's progress as seasonal standings are announced at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at directorscup.org. The crowning achievement in college athletics.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hawks outscored the Hoosiers in the third quarter 21-14, trail by 4. Indiana 66, Iowa 62. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, locally owned and operated, has been voted best of the area for the 9th consecutive year. Proudly supports the Hawkeyes. Visit Dodge Street Tire for all of your automotive needs, including the best deals on Goodyear and Toyo tires. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, celebrating 29 good years on the corner of Dodge and Church Streets. Berger for Indiana, right wing. Being defended by Martin, gets into the paint, shoves it up with the left hand, a little bit strong off the window. Warnock the rebound. Down court, Clark gets in the paint, trying to get a pass to Sonato, and went off Indiana and out of bounds. Hawks will have it along the baseline.
I like the running into the lane. I like the drives. I like the pushing. I think that can be a good start to this fourth quarter.
Hawks shot 50% in the third quarter. Clark along the baseline, gets it into Warnock on the right wing. Looks inside Sonato. She's doubled. And tied up by Patberg.
Just got to realize that they are going to dig in on her, and that's something that she can now adjust to.
So the Hawks will keep the possession, had the arrow. Down 4, just underway, fourth quarter. Clark gets it in. Warnock in between the circles. Now to Clark on the left wing. Spins in the paint, hangs, and couldn't get the shot to go off the glass. Great move.
It was a great move.
Down court, wide open layup, Patberg. Nobody sealed her off, beat everybody down the floor. 68-62 Indiana. Here's Clark on the right wing. Gives it off to Warnock for 3. Swishes the three-pointer. McKenna Warnock with 14.
Warnock.
One possession game, 68-65.
More of those from McKenna Warnock, please.
Cardano Hillary. Angles left side. Marshall out on her. Berger, top of the key, angles right side, spins, paint, turnaround, jumper from 10 is good. Boy, that's tough to stop.
It is. It is tough to stop.
Obviously, she's got 22. And averages 17 in conference play. Warnock for 3, left wing, a little bit strong, bounced a couple of times. Rebound taken down by Berger of Indiana. 70-65, Indiana with the lead in the basketball. And a shove is going to be called on the Hawkeyes. That'll be Gabby Marshall. That's her third. Indiana basketball along the baseline. Berger looks to get it in. Does so to Patberg. Now back to Berger, top of the key. Warnock out on her. Dribbles between her legs, sends it left side, Patberg. Patberg gets into the paint against Clark. Nice job defensively, 8 to shoot. There's a three-pointer rimming no by Goulet. Rebound to Clark. In transition. Gets into the front court, wheels the paint, slips it off. Nice. Sonano, layup good.
That was like a perfect setup right there by Clark. She pulled that defense to her and left a wide open lane for Sonano.
One possession game again, 70-67 Indiana with the lead in the basketball, 7:30 fourth quarter. Here's Berger on the right wing. Tries to back her way in. Spins, goes up, and a charge is going to be called. Great job defensively by Kate Martin.
Martin is working so hard. I want her to get those rewards. That's a reward to her, right? That is just showing that she's playing some good D. And I mean, I don't think that I've ever loved to call that much because I could just tell like she is working. I mean, and Berger's good. You and I just said that, but man, that's the only way you're going to stop her is by playing good D on her and frustrating her.
That's 2 on Grace Berger. Hawks with the ball. Three-pointer can tie it. And Martin is fouled.
By Berger, maybe.
That's on Brown.
Oh, Brown.
Who just came into the game and now will depart with 5 fouls.
And I'm not sure what she did, but something that was off the ball.
Well, she tried to steal the ball away from Kate and it just hit her in the arm. So ball possession for the Hawks. Marshall receives a pass from Clark on the right wing. Dribbles it in between the circles. Now Caitlin comes back to get it. Hawks down 3. 7 minutes left to go. Clark whips it to Warnock. Fakes a three-pointer. Gets into the paint. Tries to slide a pass to Monica Sonano. And it went off Sonano and out of bounds. Wasn't much room to make that pass from the left side of the lane to the right.
And you just want maybe McKenna Warnock to take that at that point. And I love sharing the ball, but I'm also like, Warnock, you're big. You can take it in there.
Berger with the ball, crosses the timeline, uses a screen, pulls up from the elbow, 15, no good. A little bit strong, Sonano with the rebound. Here's Clark across the timeline. She'll fire for 3, rimming no. Boy, that would have been huge for the Hawks. Would have tied the game. More McNeil. Hands it off to Cardano. Hillary drives in and goes up and has the ball go off her knee and out of bounds.
And a smart decision by Iowa to realize like she was out of control. No one went in to foul her. Just let her do that, turn it over on her own.
Still 70-63 Indiana. Clark delivers it to Martin on the right wing. Sonano posting, lob pass,
yes!
up and under, scores off the window.
Beautiful move. I didn't know she was going to catch it. She did a good job, controlled it, and then up and under, right-handed reverse layup, opposite side.
And the Hawks now down 1, 70-69. We're under 6. Fourth quarter. Here's Berger on the right wing. Holmes on the right block. Dribbles, is doubled. Sonano gets a couple of hands in there, and then Holmes loses control of the ball. Partially deflected by Warnock. Hawks can take the lead. Clark, paint, gets it to the right side. That's Warnock. Now back to Caitlin Clark. Clark keeps that dribble going. Hawks spread the floor. Clark now will set things up. 12 to shoot, still plenty of time. 70-69 in favor of Indiana. Inside Sonano, up strong. Out the basket, and she's fouled.
Sonano is a beast. Into Sonano. She will make it happen. That was a very difficult shot. She finished it, had the foul.
Sonano will be at the free throw line. The Hawks grab the lead at 71-70. 5:14 left to go. The foul on Holmes, that's her fourth.
That is.
Free throw, Sonano swishes it. 25 for Monica Sonano. O'Grady will come in.
Give Monica a little bit of a break. O'Grady's a nice change in there too. She can maybe offer a shot block or the foul, whatever she might need.
And can score. Hawks by 2. 72-70. Holmes at the elbow. Gives it to Cardano. Hillary races toward the basket.
Oh.
There's a block by O'Grady. Loose ball dug up by Warnock. Now to Marshall. Lob pass. O'Grady goes up, finishes with the left hand.
Eddie O'Grady with that? What is that fast break?
Made the block at one end, ran the floor, scored at the other.
Down there. That is just effort. That is Iowa playing well as a team. That is momentum, baby.
And a 4-point lead. Indiana will talk it over as the Hoosiers take timeout. And we'll do it as well. This crowd has come alive.
I don't want to take the timeout, but we got it. 12-2 run for the Hawks.
4:43 left to go. In regulation, Iowa 74, Indiana 70. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Get your ice cold Bud Light. Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Are you looking to downsize from your family home to begin your retirement years? Our Oak Knoll East campus is for you. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director at Oak Knoll. Our new campus has many unique amenities for your active lifestyle, in addition to providing the same great services that Oak Knoll has offered our residents for over 50 years. We're now open and have a few 2-bedroom apartments still available. Call me at 319-351-1720 or visit oakknoll.com to set up your personal tour. Go Hawks!
Well, the Hawks have only led for 7 minutes and 16 seconds, but do so now with 4:43 left to go in the fourth. Iowa 74, Indiana 70. Jamie, the Hawks outscored Indiana in the third, 21-14. Have done so in the fourth quarter, 12-4.
That is a heck of a way to start the fourth quarter. And Iowa's just got to try to keep on rolling here, okay? They have that four-point lead, but Indiana will not go away. And they know that. They know that better than any other team right now. And so Iowa has to stay composed right here. They have 4 minutes, 43 seconds to continue to play their game, but don't allow Indiana to get in their head. And Indiana, they are in some foul trouble too. So Iowa needs to keep on playing their game and attacking. It doesn't mean stand out and just wait the game out. Play your game, but play it smartly.
The starting 5 on the floor for the Hawkeyes except O'Grady for Sonato. Indiana basketball along the sideline. Hoosiers down 4. Here's Berger, top of the key. Now to Moore McNeil. Moore McNeil tried to get a pass inside, kicked by Warnock. And that'll put 20 on the shot clock. 4:32 left to go in the ballgame. Berger will trigger it in. Looks and has to lob it out high. And Marshall and Cardano Hillary go after the ball. And Gabby Marshall going to be called for a foul. That's 4 on her.
The ball was lofted into the air. Both teams players were going for it. It's not a foul.
Cardano Hillary races down the right side of the lane, loses control of it and out of bounds. Over to the Hawkeyes, out of control again.
And she was probably trying to draw a foul off of Marshall. Marshall was smart enough to make sure and stop. Didn't go for the reach.
Taiwo comes in for Marshall. Sonato for O'Grady. Boy, Addie O'Grady with 8 points tonight.
8 big points. Talk about a contributor, knowing your role and doing it well.
And she has been.
Man.
Hawks up 4. 74-70, 4:22 left to go. Clark gets it to Taiwo on the right wing. Tomey now to Kate Martin in between the circles. Peeks inside, then sends it to Warnock. Now back to Kate. Bounce pass inside.
Beautiful.
Layup, Sonato. Winning basketball. 76-70, 4 minutes left to go. Berger gets a pass to the right wing. Patberg into the paint. Shot up, no good, but a foul is called on Caitlin Clark. That's her 4th.
I mean, this is just a game where everyone has so many fouls.
Yeah, Clark with 4, Marshall with 4. Keandra Brown for Indiana's fouled out. Moore McNeil has 4. Holmes has 4. She's now come back in the game.
And you just got to keep playing. Be smart. Recognize that fouling out at this point is not a great decision because this is a possible OT game.
So Patberg at the line swishes the first free throw. She has 7. 76-71. Hawkeyes on top. Second one, good.
Indiana in a full court pressure.
Caitlin Clark in the backcourt. Sends it to Warnock. Crosses the timeline. And now Martin comes out to greet the basketball. Kate with that left-handed dribble. Probes the baseline, then pulls it back out. Bounce pass inside. Sonato has great position. Left-handed layup, window, count it, and she's fouled.
That is patience. That is hard work right there.
And a terrific entry pass by Kate Martin.
She was waiting for it. Like, that's the great thing. Whenever you have a player you have chemistry with, and Martin and Sonato have chemistry. Perfect placement. It made it for an easy basket that led to a foul.
And the free throw no good by Sonato.
And Holmes is going to be she has 5 fouls, so now 2 Indiana players with 5.
Here's Berger, short jumper, no good. Sonato, terrific box out, gets the rebound. So Holmes sits down with 13, starting post player for the Hoosiers.
6-point lead for Iowa with a little over 3 minutes to go. This is where Iowa's just, again, play your game. You're the one with the momentum.
78-72, and almost a steal by Berger, and it was stolen. And then Warnock picks up her 3rd and grabbed her left shoulder. Might have just got her as she went after the steal after Berger had taken the ball away.
May have overextended it. May have got it dinged, pinched. I don't know.
But immediately grabbed that left shoulder.
She sure did.
But she now comes to the bench. Taiwo back in, 78-72. Hawkeyes on top, Indiana with the ball. Have to make the Hoosiers work here with 3 minutes left. Cardano Hillary on the left wing. Sends it right side. That's Moore. McNeil drives baseline. She's doubled. Kicks it back out to Patberg for three and swishes it from the right wing.
And Patberg has been relatively quiet, but capable of the three.
Has not been shooting the ball well as of late, but experienced player, not afraid to take it. And Indiana immediately takes timeout, makes it a one-possession game. Warnock comes back in, 78-75, 2:50 left to go. So Hawks will have the lead and the basketball.
This is it, though. This is the type of game you gotta love, right? You've been playing all season for these
What we
types of games.
expected.
You go against another top 20 team.
Indiana, number 10.
I think Iowa's 21, technically. I said top 20, but I feel like they're a top 20 team.
Got their most impressive victory of the season last Saturday at Indiana, trying to win back-to-back games against the Hoosiers.
And
Hawks get it in.
Iowa has 3 timeouts they can use.
Clark in the backcourt, dribbles it across the timeline, and then pulls it back out. And then gets into the paint, gets the ball to Kate Martin. Hawks are running some clock. Now here's Warnock, comes off a screen, and has the ball knocked away. Touch last by Indiana with 9 to shoot. The Hawks will have it on the baseline.
9 seconds is a lot of time. Most likely will enter if they don't have a quick pass or a quick shot, then they'll bring it up.
Here's Clark, gets it back from Sonato, inside Sonato, layup good.
Pretty play right there.
Terrific touch pass by Caitlin Clark.
Man, I love Gabby Marshall just getting in there.
Almost had a steal.
Always going for it.
80-75, Hawks by 5, 2:22 left. Cardano Hillary drives down the left side of the lane. Pulls it back out. Now goes hard into the paint. Shot is up and good. Just got it to go. Hung on the left side of the rim. That sets up the full court pressure for Indiana. Clark receives a pass from Kate Martin in the backcourt. Now Kate gets it back. Gets it across the timeline. More McNeil on her. 80-77. Hawkeyes with the lead in the ball. Here's Caitlin Clark. Gets into the paint. Short jumper. Got it.
Great job.
Good no call as the defense fell down.
Tried to take a charge. It wasn't a charge, but they didn't call anything on either. Good finish by Clark.
And Cardano with a good finish on the right block against Marshall. Cardano Hillary with 15.
And Iowa still has this 3-point lead.
82-79, 1:20 left to go.
Oh my God.
And Clark is bumped at the timeline by Cardano Hillary. That's 4 on her.
Iowa is just working so hard to control and keep that ball protected right now.
Indiana very aggressive defensively.
They are, and Iowa is doing a fabulous job of being strong with the ball, getting into a triple threat, being controlled.
Clark at the line. First one, perfect. Caitlin with 32. Second one, got it.
Well, Caitlin has 29.
Yeah.
You're looking at
Sonato has 31.
Yeah.
Combined for 60. 84-79. Hawks on top. 1:05 left to go. And Patberg charge on the baseline. There's Kate Martin again.
God, I love that girl. She does such a great job on the defensive end.
Patberg's first. 84-79. Hawkeyes with the lead and the ball. Full court pressure, Indiana.
So
1:05 to go.
Indiana might look to foul here. Iowa wants to be smart. Don't want to get the turnover.
Clark in the backcourt with the ball. Awaits the double team. Flips a pass across the timeline to Warnock. McKenna takes 2 dribbles. Hands the ball off to Clark. Clark in between the circles. Now will bounce it out toward midcourt. 9 to shoot. 47 game clock. Clark spins. Kicks it right side. 3-pointer, no good. Marshall. Warnock tipped the ball. Martin tipped it out of bounds. Indiana basketball.
They're going to watch the replay on it to see if...
Just to make sure.
In fact, off of Indiana, this is also a bonus timeout. So everybody wants the replay on that one. 35 seconds to go in the game. Iowa has a 5-point lead. That's a 2-possession game. This is big. If it does go off of Indiana, that's Iowa's ball, right? That means they get it on their court, on their half. Rob's watching the replay.
Joined a little late, couldn't tell exactly what happened.
I was anxiously talking to Rob with all of my momentum in my hands. I don't know. It's a bad
I don't
angle.
think they'll change it. Looks like Kate Martin got a hand in there on Cardano Hillary.
Ooh. All right. 35 seconds, Rob. 35 seconds. 35
84-79 Hawkeyes.
Number 10 versus number 21. Round 2.
And how big is this when you look at the rest of the week? The Hawks are right in the thick of the Big Ten championship race.
If they can pull this one out and finish and hold on to this 5-point lead, or at least hold on to the lead.
And now Indiana's taken a 30-second timeout. With 35 seconds left to go, 84-79. Remember, Iowa was down 52-41 at the half.
And Indiana shouldn't be able to advance it like you'll hear Coach Bluter advance it normally. That wasn't off of a make, and so they will stay, and it'll be a full court. They have to make it across the full court. The key is, I think, to try to not let Berger get it. She's very fast. She's hard to stop.
And make Indiana work without fouling.
Oh, they can advance it. I didn't think you could do it off of a dead ball.
Going to be Berger to throw it in right in front of the Indiana bench. Cardano Hillary. Taiwo on her. Patberg comes off a screen for 3. No good. Didn't hit the iron off the window. Warnock the rebound. Gets it to Sonato. Now to Marshall. She's fouled at midcourt.
I mean, Warnock pulled that down with some aggression. 22 seconds, 5-point lead. If they could hit both of these, you can take a little breath, not a big one, a little one, because a 3-possession game makes it a little easier for the Hawks. Indiana still has 1 timeout.
So Gabby Marshall, who has yet to score tonight.
If she scored these 2, this would be, well, those would be 2 great points.
And the first one is good. So 85-79, 22.4 left to go. Marshall's second.
Yes.
Cardano Hillary in the backcourt. Gets it to Grace Berger. She'll fire for 3. No good. Battle for the rebound. Won by Indiana. Berger gets it back out to Patberg. 3 right wing. Strong. Cardano Hillary long rebound. Now to Moore McNeil for 3, and she swishes it. That makes it 86-82 with 6.3. Hawks call timeout to advance the basketball.
Wow. Iowa, just on that defensive possession, they played it very well. They didn't get the rebounds, but they also weren't wanting to foul. You didn't want them to foul right there. You didn't want anything easy to happen. And Iowa did a good job, I think, of being out there, giving some pressure. And then you let the people who you don't want to shoot, those are the ones shooting. Berger's not a 3-point shooter. Let her shoot. Everyone that was shooting the ball were the people you actually are okay at a little bit more with shooting. So I want to say that was a good defensive possession.
Made Indiana burn some clock.
It sure did.
So 86-82, Hawks with the lead. Will have the basketball. With 6.3 left to go, Martin along the sideline. Kate Martin has not scored a point, but has just been terrific tonight. Martin gets it into Warnock. Weaves her way in and is fouled. Would have had a wide open layup.
Such patience, and that was a really well-run play. What Coach Bluter did was they used the entire court, so there was a lot of cutting and a lot of movement, which allowed Warnock to break open.
So that's 5 on Cardano Hillary, so that's the third Hoosier player to foul out.
And that was their game plan was to be aggressive with Iowa. It's not surprising they had players foul out because their goal was to be aggressive with Iowa.
Warnock's free throw, perfect. Has 15, 87-82. Hawkeyes with 4.8 left to go.
If she can hit this, it's a two-possession game, but 2 3-pointers. Got it.
Warnock with 16, had 7 at the half. Indiana will call timeout to advance the basketball. 88-82 Iowa with 4.8 to go.
So really similar defense to what they did before. Nothing easy. You really don't want certain three-pointer people to shoot, but you definitely don't foul on the three-pointer, right? They're just going to send some reminders out to them. Iowa has timeouts. Coach Bluter will most likely take a timeout on a make. If it's a miss, she won't take the timeout. But if it is a make, I would guess she'll take a timeout so that she controls not getting a turnover, and that makes sense as a coach. I'm just so anxious. So anxious, Rob.
Well, it was 96-91 on Saturday, but a little different scenario where Iowa led for 38 minutes and 43 seconds. Yep. Indiana outscored Iowa in the fourth 42-25, but it's been the Hawks tonight in the third and fourth quarters to lead 88-82.
Well, they had in Iowa, that game was so different because they had that huge lead that whole time, right? They held on to it once they got it and they built it. And this was not one of those games. This was the back and forth.
4.8 on the clock. Berger along the sideline gets it in to Moore McNeil. She'll rifle up a three-pointer, a little bit strong. Rebound to the Hawks, and the victory to the Hawks.
Round 2. Ding, ding. There we go. Way to
go. 88-82.
You got to call it a sweep. You don't get to do sweeps in basketball.
That's the doubleheader.
It's a doubleheader. Wow. That was a gutsy game, a resilient game. Just so many great things that Iowa did, and I can't even pick a player of the game, right? I mean, it's funny because you mentioned that Martin had 0 points. I feel like she was at one of the top people on my list.
And was always in the game.
Yep. Right? Like, she's player of the game, isn't she? Wow, that game. But I mean, every single person who was out there had an effect today. Everybody who hit the court did something big. Addie O'Grady, huge minutes. I mean, huge.
Well, this is going to be a fun one to talk about. Iowa defeats Indiana 88-82. The Hawks now 18-7 and 12-4 in the Big Ten Conference.
They're in the mix.
They're in the mix for sure.
They're in the mix. Wow.
You've got Michigan at 12-3. Mm-hmm. Indiana now 11-4. Ohio State 12-4. Maryland 12-4, and Iowa 12-4. Hawks play at Rutgers Thursday, and then a meeting to end the regular season with Michigan next Sunday. 88-82 is the final. 31 from Monica Sonano, 29 from Caitlin Clark. And we'll be back to start our postgame show courtside at Carver Hawkeye Arena. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Mid-American Energy, being obsessively, relentlessly at your service means delivering reliable, affordable energy to you. And it also means marking underground utility lines before you break ground to keep you safe. Trimming trees to keep them away from electric lines so power is there when you need it. And it means working safely and quickly to power your home and business, no matter what the weather. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. That's Mid-American Energy.
It's always more fun to be with friends as you cheer on your favorite team. Whether attending the game, watching at a bar, or hosting a party, it's very important to know that fans don't let fans drive drunk. Before choosing to drink, choose your team's MVP, a sober designated driver. Avoid the unsportsmanlike conduct of driving drunk by handing off your keys so that you, your passengers, and everyone on the road can be safe. Your team victory will only be worth celebrating if you and your friends make it home. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Are you looking to downsize from your family home to begin your retirement years? Our Oak Knoll East campus is for you. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director at Oak Knoll. Our new campus has many unique amenities for your active lifestyle, in addition to providing the same great services that Oak Knoll has offered our residents for over 50 years. We're now open and have a few 2-bedroom apartments still available. Call me at 319-351-1720 or visit oakknoll.com to set up your personal tour. Go Hawks!
88-82, Iowa over Indiana, and right in the thick of the Big Ten championship as the Hawks outscored Indiana in the third quarter 21-14, 26-16 in the fourth. And Jamie, terrific job by all involved, as you mentioned, but 60 points between Monica Sonano and Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, this was a game that I feel like so many people will and should remember. Iowa just gutsy, resilient, all of the words, gritty, any word that shows you can overcome adversity applies to the Hawkeyes today. And I say that because it was no way was it making out to be their game. You had Caitlin Clark's technical foul, and that was a point where Iowa had
intentional foul.
Intentional foul.
No, we won't give her a T tonight.
Intentional foul. But really what you have to realize there is that could have went two ways, right? Iowa could have just been like, these refs are out to get, things aren't going our way. But you didn't see that on the court at all. I think more so you saw them be like, all right, let's gather together and let's go forward. That right there was a really defining moment as a team to figure and put it together and keep moving forward and get better. And Iowa just had such a good half, a strong fourth quarter. And it's fun to see and know that they can win both ways. They can win being the team that leads against Indiana, and they can be the team that was also down in that third quarter and then come back to win. I'm guessing you want to hear more about these stats here, Rob. Am I right?
Yeah, go through the individuals.
All right. 31 points for Monica Sonano on 13 of 17 shooting from the field, 5 of 7 from the free throw line. She has a double-double with 10 rebounds. 29 points for Caitlin Clark, 9 of 20 from the field, 2 of 9 from the three-point line, 9 of 9 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. I mean, that's not a triple-double, but in my book, feels like a triple-double. 16 points for McKenna Warnock, 5 of 8 shooting, 2 of 4 from the three-point line, and 4 of 4 from the free throw line. 7 rebounds, 1 assist. Kate Martin, 0 points, 2 rebounds, 6 assists, though. She was out there contributing. Marshall, 2 points that came in the last 5 seconds of the game, and 2 rebounds, 2 assists, but out there, she felt like she needed to be there. This is something that also everyone should realize. Everybody contributes in a game. This is a real, true team atmosphere today. Tomi Taiwo contributed 3 rebounds when she was in there. Addie O'Grady, 8 points. Perfect 3 of 3 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 1 rebound, 1 assist, multiple blocks, which I don't have that stat on here. I'm looking. Had 2 blocks. And then Kylie Feuerbach, when she was in, hit both free throws that she shot. Fulter was in there, I think, just for maybe a minute. But wow, team win. For Indiana, their stats kind of look like you would expect them to look. Berger did have 22 points to lead their team. 15 from Cardano Hillary, 13 from Holmes, 11 from Moore McNeil, and 11 from Pat Berg. So kind of what you usually see on their stat line. Iowa did out-rebound Indiana today, 37 rebounds to 27 rebounds as a team. Also assisted 18 on 18 of their 30 field goals today. Iowa finished the game with 54% from the field. That is some pretty dang good shooting from the field. Indiana shot 46% from the field. If you're looking at quarter by quarter, Iowa, you want to know what Iowa shot in the fourth quarter? 69%.
Wow,
They
9
shot
of 13.
That is some smart shot selection, and that's ice running through those veins because you're hitting it when it counts.
And 7 of 8 from the free throw line, and then 24 of 26 for 92.3% for the ball game.
They're back now, right? That's what.
as we knew they would.
But I mean, that's shot selection right there. To shoot like that in the fourth quarter in a tight game like that, that shows you that there's some strength in this team. There's some mental toughness, so many things. I'm always very positive about Iowa, but this game really, I think, is one of those where they can be like, I think this is really one of those days where we went up a notch, right? They should take this and we're here. Now we're here. So the stats are just amazing. 26 points in the fourth quarter. That ties with their 26 points in the first quarter.
And then as you talked about Kate Martin taking those 2 charges, just huge.
I mean, defense. Those are momentum busters right there. So Indiana, anything they were trying, they were driving really hard. And Martin wasn't taking charges like you see where it's kind of easy, where someone's driving straight towards you and you stand up and take the charge. No, Martin is moving and shuffling her feet so well. She gets set before the person can get there, and then she gets the charge. And it's just, she does it so well. She frustrated Berger. You could tell Berger was frustrated. She scored a lot. Berger did score a lot, but in that fourth quarter, you could tell that Martin knew what she needed to do, and it was just play amazing defense on her, and that would frustrate her.
Yeah, she had 15 points at the half and ended up with 22. And when you look at the plus-minus column of the box score, it's just, plus is good. It's how many points that you are ahead while you play. And Kate Martin played 34 minutes and 9 seconds and had a plus 12 in that column. And McKenna Warnock had plus 11. Those 2 players led the way in that category.
It's just showing that you can contribute in multiple ways. McKenna Warnock scores 16 points. Martin scores 0. Both are making the team win during the time when they're in there. And it's just the things that they did today, I mean, that is what you want to see at the end of the season. You want to see this growth. You want to see them being able to fight back. Just an amazing game for them.
Indiana led for 25 minutes and 47 seconds. The Hawks for 11:54. Indiana had a 14-0 run in the second quarter with 2:34 left, but the Hawks in the fourth quarter at the 4:08 mark had an 11-0 run, and that's when you started to feel a little bit more comfortable that Iowa was able to pull this one off. And Indiana's a high-powered offensive team and scored 14 points in the third quarter and 16 points in the fourth quarter. Iowa went 21 and 26
and remember,
respectively.
they scored 42 points in the fourth quarter of their previous game. They can score. Iowa figured out how to stop them today.
Sure did, and it results in an 88-82 victory. The Iowa Hawkeyes over the Indiana Hoosiers, 18-7. 12-4 in the Big Ten Conference, and title hopes are alive. We'll be back with more after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Always more fun to be with friends as you cheer on your favorite team. Whether attending the game, watching at a bar, or hosting a party, it's very important to know that fans don't let fans drive drunk. Before choosing to drink, choose your team's MVP, a sober designated driver. Avoid the unsportsmanlike conduct of driving drunk by handing off your keys so that you, your passengers, and everyone on the road can be safe. Your team victory will only be worth celebrating if you and your friends make it home. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, Bachmeyer Carpet One, Floor and Home, Klosterman Construction, and the Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, named Iowa Tourism's 2021 Hotel of the Year and awarded the AAA 4 Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatkirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
Behind 31 from Monica Sonano and 29 from Caitlin Clark. Monica Sonano just missed a double-double with 31 and 9. Caitlin Clark had 29 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists as Iowa defeats the Indiana Hoosiers 88-82. Time to get into the game, Hawk fans, because when your team scores, your town wins. Text Iowa to 97063 to nominate your town to receive proceeds from Wellmark's three-point play program. Money raised from each Hawkeye three-pointer is put towards community health projects like parks, playgrounds, and trails. It's all thanks to your local health insurance provider, Wellmark, Blue Cross, and Blue Shield of Iowa. Jan Jensen will join us here on the postgame show as Jamie Cavey-Lang is back in the Iowa locker room talking to Coach Bluter, and I'm sure our star of the game as well. Let's check the U.S. Bank scoreboard. At U.S. Bank, we know when you invest in a community, the community invests in you. We are committed to providing high-quality, innovative products and services that meet the needs of our customers. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Not much happening as far as top 25 women's college basketball tonight. This was the only top 25 matchup. One other game in the Big Ten Conference, however, and it is a final. Penn State wins at Michigan State 79-71. So that's the only two games tonight in the Big Ten, and Wednesday night, Nebraska will be at Wisconsin. So the Hawkeyes right in the thick of the race. 2 more games left as travel to Piscataway, New Jersey to take on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights on Thursday night. That is a 7 o'clock Central tip, so we will be on the air at 6:45, 8 o'clock on the East Coast, and then, of course, the regular season finale. How big could this be? Michigan and the Iowa Hawkeyes at 3 o'clock next Sunday. Associate head coach Jan Jensen, as promised, joins us here on the postgame show.
Later, it seems like.
Well, that's okay.
I don't know if we were. It just took a while when Lisa. I'm all disheveled.
Yeah,
here.
let's get this straightened out here. Let's try. Let's go there.
You would think it was my first rodeo.
Well, we know it's not.
Okay, everybody, I could play this off, but I just put on the headset inside out, reverse. Anything you could do wrong, I just did wrong.
But that's all you did wrong tonight.
Well, yeah, I tell you what, they really responded. I think this win was so big for so many reasons. At halftime, it wasn't a fire and brimstone, but it was more of a certainly stern. But like this, you know what we're playing for, right? This is a double bye. This is potentially a share of the Big Ten championship. You got to have some help, right?
Sure.
But we've had the memories, the ghosts of the games we've let slip through. So what are we going to – is this what we're going to do tonight? And, man, it was just so fun to see him calm down and really just answer the bell. And I'm so thankful and I'm so happy for them because they're a hardworking group, and we've had some heartbreaks of not getting these to go our way. So that was really, really, really fun to see.
Well, Jan, you look at how hard it is to when you look at this schedule when it was all changed, and you had Indiana, then a top 5 team back-to-back. And to try to go win both of those games, that's quite a task.
It really
and to be able to get it done, boy, is impressive.
Yeah, it is, because when we were looking, when that game got canceled because of COVID, and then there was just random challenges, we can debate all of it. I'm sure Indiana has their take. We have our take. We had a date much earlier to do it. They didn't want it. Big Ten kind of lets you try to figure it out, and then it became to this situation. And so it is what it is, and we both have had disadvantages earlier in the year with COVIDs and rearranging. So to do that, to go on the road and get that big one, and then to come back and really face a team that was obviously feisty and wanted to show that was a fluke, great credit to our players, our staff. I think Lisa did a great job of really managing it. And then we had to manage rest too, because you're flying back and you give your heart and soul to it. So Jenny Serter, give her a shout out, Lindsay Dinkelman, everybody's working in concert. So it felt really good to get that one. And, credit in Indiana. They came out in that fourth quarter there for our fans. That was a desperate team in the fourth quarter. So they were just putting their heads down and going. They were pressing. Where there in the fourth quarter, we were trying to slow it down, and that's not really our style, right? So we felt like they certainly were going to come out and press more. They didn't till the end, but we knew they were going to put their head down and drive. And they just beat us down the floor. They were just taking this at us. We got in a little foul trouble. And then they got us really rushed. We had some errant passes there was no reason for. Took some really quick shots. We're always going to give Caitlin a couple, but then if it's not going, then they really they can be hurtful, because if she takes a long one and it bounces, or it's a quick one, and then before you know it, it's a really quick turnaround. But we settled. I thought Caitlin did a tremendous job. No turnovers in the second half. She managed it. She orchestrated. And then, McKenna Warnock, solid. Just kick butt, tough as nails. Kate's our glue. Gabby does everything defensively that you can possibly ask for. And let's just take a moment to just say Monica Sinatra.
That was my next question.
Buckets.
Wow. Wow, yeah.
13 for 17.
Huge finishes down the stretch, though.
Double, against a really good defensive team. And she got fouled. She drew 6 fouls, and both of the posts fouled out on her. So that's, really just a tremendous, tremendous game. And earlier in Monica's career, she had a little trouble sometimes with Holmes. Granted, Holmes is a great post. She's coming off that injury. But I couldn't be more proud of all of our kids. But certainly Monica shined tonight.
And how about Addie O'Grady off the bench?
Bucket. How about those posts? That one coming
I was going to say,
bench.
How about that?
That is 3 for 3. Big, exciting plays, too. And sometimes, Caitlin's takes a little while to get, used to her, because, she's kind of like dribbling around, and then that ball comes at you. And she handled 2 beautiful screen and rolls, or I guess maybe one was just a transition bucket. But, yeah, Addie is growing up quite nicely, and I'm elated. And going to keep getting her a little more aggressive. But I thought her ability to alter, just the presence of her size kind of gives us a different look. And, boy, she was big time tonight.
And not afraid to score.
Not afraid. No, she came to the right place, right? She does. She's a bucket. She looks for it. She hunts for it, and we're thrilled with her progress.
And we talk about offense, obviously, but Indiana scores 14 in the third, 16 in the fourth. High-powered offense can score a lot of different ways. Kate Martin takes 2 charges. You mentioned Gabby Marshall and McKenna. The toughness at that end of the floor and the rebounding, I thought really stood out.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you, the rebounding, we out-rebounded them again tonight by 10. It was the first half where we told them, like Lisa was, pretty calm, stern but calm. She's like, we turned the ball over ridiculously. They had, I believe, 23 points off of our turnovers and 13 more shots than we did at the half. So we were only down 11. I mean, only. But thankfully you're at home. But once we settled, we didn't have a lot of the unnecessary ones because so many in that first half. But when we kind of calmed and settled and our offense was solid tonight, and the nice thing or not so nice thing, we didn't have unbelievable offensive percentages tonight, but we still beat a top 10 team. And that credits our defense. I think our defense has improved, and I mean, obviously, we did talk about the fourth quarter there. I mean, the last time we gave up all those points. So it was a lot better tonight to see that they scored 16 in the fourth tonight versus the 40-some they did the other night. So I really couldn't be prouder of them. And now, of course, we are going to let them enjoy it. We're going to give them the scout tonight. We're going to take tomorrow off in the sense of, man, that Rutgers game becomes pretty big now, right? And everybody is going to be like, oh, at least they got Rutgers. Everybody's going to be talking about Michigan, probably in the Hawkeye fan base and probably in the Big Ten. Can't wait for the Michigan rematch.
Well, for that to mean anything, you got
Absolutely.
to take care of business on Thursday.
And defensively, look what we did tonight with some intense pressure on defense. We were rattled. Now we're going to be on the road. They're going to be playing.
And they've won a couple games.
Oh, absolutely. So we really got to attack that defense. We got to play loose. We got to play fun, but we don't want to go there and not be as focused as we should be. And I would be shocked if we do that. I mean, tonight we told them at halftime what was at stake, and they very well know. We get a little help, down the stretch with some other teams knocking off in Indiana. But we're going to, this was a hard-fought game, so I think it'll be wise to rest and use more cerebral planning tomorrow. And then Wednesday we practice, fly out. Thursday, the tough thing is when you fly to Rutgers, we literally get home at 2 a.m., right? So then you
hopefully.
Hopefully. Amen. That's the truth. If you jinx that, you are going to sit on the wing on the way home if that's jinxed.
I will, I promise.
All right.
That's a good spot for me.
I also, just before we get, if you have more questions, but thank you to our crowd. I mean, how great was this crowd?
Did they get into it or what?
On a Monday night. Are you kidding me? I mean, you guys,
all
season. Of you, all season long, for sure. All season long, through thick and thin, for the times we've come up short, you guys have stuck with us, and it does not go unnoticed. We talk about it in the locker room afterwards. Lisa mentioned that, and our players, they are so proud to be Hawks and so proud to lead the Big Ten in attendance. That's what we're doing, and we just appreciate you. Tune in, cheer for us on Thursday, and we'll do everything we can to bring that win back, and let's just rock it next Sunday. But first things first, thanks for tonight. Best fans in the country, and let's go beat Rutgers.
And Jan, this is what it's all about, right?
It really is.
Coming down the stretch, playing
Yep.
meaningful basketball games.
And that's the thing, if you really want to peak and hit that, that pinnacle at the right time. And I think we did that last year. I'm hopeful we're going to do that again this year. And it's just nice to have a healthy team. Boy, McKenna just makes all the difference, having her back. So if we can just keep making those little improvements game in each practice. And I thought the first 3 quarters at Indy, we looked like that. The fourth quarter, obviously wasn't so sure. Tonight, we wavered, but then to see us that second half really start to trust each other, it's fun when that happens.
No doubt about it. Well, enjoy this one tonight.
I will.
And
Thank
we'll
you.
see you Wednesday.
Thanks so much. And a special hello to my friends and family in Southwest Iowa, and a big hug virtually for my dad. Keep fighting, Dad. We love you, and you got this. God bless. Go Hawks.
Jan Jensen on the post-game show. Appreciate her comments as always after the Hawkeyes defeat the Indiana Hoosiers, now back-to-back games, 88-82 inside Cover Hawkeye Arena. More post-game after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
In Iowa, we grow corn, a lot of corn. We love seeing our farmers in the fields, and although they're perfect strangers, we know them. We know them by their equipment covered in dust. We know them by their work ethic, where days off don't exist. We know them by the way they wave, passing strangers alike on a 2-lane road. We know them in the midst of our kitchen as we prepare another family meal. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. The Iowa corn farmers are proud to be on the sidelines for the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Multi-platinum country superstar Sarah Evans is bringing her Copy That tour to the newly remodeled event center at Riverside Casino and Golf Resort on May 21st.
And I could not ask for more. You were born to fly. No place that far.
Tickets are on sale now at riversidecasinoandresort.com.
This is John.
Hey, my name is John Jackson.
He's not some actor. He's a steward of the land with a John Deere 3 Series tractor and a PTO Quick Connect that hooks up rear implements with a single click. John runs with us because to him, there's nothing more important than connecting with the land. Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear John's story at Deere.com.
Stop by your local John Deere dealer for a test drive today or learn more at Deere.com. Your Iowa John Deere dealers, proud sponsors of Hawkeye basketball.
88-82, the Hawkeyes over the Hoosiers. Back-to-back wins against a top 10 team. Not an easy thing to do. And it took Iowa on all cylinders in the third and fourth quarters. Let's head to the locker room. Jamie has head coach Lisa Bluter.
Thanks, Rob. And I'm in another winning locker room with you 2 days later against the same team. How crazy is this?
Well, it feels pretty good. I mean, to get a sweep over a team that's ranked in the top 10 in the country really feels good. And this is going to help us, if we take care of business down here on the stretch. It could really determine not only conference standings, but, we're still in the mix for a Big Ten championship as well.
I know you're in the hunt. We were just going over. You're there. You're there. You can't ask for more than that at the end of the season,
Absolutely.
Right? So about this game today, though, you didn't have the lead for the majority of it, but you guys figured out a way to win. Tell me about your team and how you're feeling about them right now.
Yeah, we had the lead early, and then we kind of let it up, and we were just turning the ball over too many times. I don't know if we were heightened. I'm not sure what it was, but we had 14 turnovers in the first half. They had 23 points off of our turnovers in the first half. In the second half, they only get 7 points off of our turnovers. So that was a big difference. We out-rebounded them by 10, so that was good. I mean, they still had 12 more shots than we did because of the turnovers. And so it really took some great defense down the stretch and some really good three-point defense. And, again, really proud of this team because we battled back. I mean, we were down 11 going into half, down 4 going into the fourth quarter, and then outscore them by 10 and go on an 11-0 run in that fourth quarter to put us up.
So, Coach Bluter, I want to talk real fast about a person who scored 0 points tonight, Kate Martin. What does she do on the team that just is this other level where we normally do things literally by scoring? What does she bring to your team?
Well, Kate had 6 assists tonight on only 1 turnover. So she found other people to get them the basketball. Plus, she defended Berger. I mean, Grace Berger is a really good player. And she had 14 or 15 points at halftime. Well, Kate had to sit a lot of that set first half because she was in foul trouble. Second half, she played a lot. Grace Berger ends up with 7 points only in the second half. So Kate's size and her ability just defensively is really, really good.
And then you had some other players coming out there and scoring. Monica Sonano, 31 points tonight, 9 rebounds. And now you know that you get it for another year. So, I mean, just double bone or 10 rebounds. Just how are you feeling about that post down there?
Well, I'm actually just feeling so grateful that she's coming back for another year. So I'm so excited to have one of the best centers in America back dressing for the Iowa Hawkeyes. I mean, she shoots 13 for 17 from the field tonight. I'm not even sure what that is. She has 10 rebounds, 31 points. Just a terrific job. I'm really proud of Monica, and I'm really glad that our team got her the ball 17 times.
So one thing I want to talk about is there was the intentional foul called on Clark. And in some teams, that can be that moment where you just skid and go downhill and it's not good. But your team didn't do that. The composure your team had to kind of come back with. What does that give you when you know that you can look forward to some tough games that are going to be coming up?
Yeah, I mean, every game's a tough game now. And there's so much on the line that everybody's going to bring their maximum effort. But you know, you're right. That game could have went any way. We had a deficit at that point. Caitlin makes her free throw. They go down there. I can't remember. She made both. She made both, and then they got the ball as well because of that intentional foul. So, you know, it could have been like, you know, we could have been upset about it, but, you know, our team buckled down and really played defense down there. So I'm proud of the way they handled that situation.
Okay, so looking forward, you have a little bit of a flight ahead of you, going out to Piscataway on Wednesday and playing against Rutgers. What do you know about Rutgers thus far?
Well, first of all, before I talk about Rutgers, I just want to talk about Addie O'Grady because Addie O'Grady was perfect, 3 for 3 from the field, had 8 points. She plays 8 minutes, has 8 points. And just does, I thought, a very good job defensively. So I'm really proud of Addie and the growth that she is making right now. It's really exciting to see a freshman doing so well. But I don't know a whole lot about Rutgers yet, but I'm going to find out a whole lot more in about an hour. This will be our first meeting with them. You know, the last week of the season, and it's our first meeting. It's their senior day. I couldn't even tell you who their seniors are. I know that there's almost an entirely new team from last year on Rutgers. I know that they took Ohio State down to the wire. You know, they're always pride themselves on defense. They have some really good transfers. Like I say, it's their senior day, so it's going to be an emotional day. And I also have to say our crowd tonight was outstanding. It was so loud I could not hear on the bench. I couldn't talk to my coaches.
But you're okay with that.
This crowd was amazing. And so thank you for bringing the effort tonight. You guys helped us win this game.
All right. Well, thanks, Coach, and we'll be seeing you on Thursday. Now I'm here with the beast known as Monica Sonano. Were you in beast mode today?
I was having a lot of fun. I was just having fun.
When you get into like the zone like that, do you talk to your team or does your team just see it?
Oh no, I think that moment happens when our team is fully communicating and like really playing team basketball, and I think that's what brings the best out of each and every one of us. Totally.
Does it feel good to have everyone know that you will be coming back next year?
Yeah, it feels. I mean, I've known that for a while now. I haven't really been able to tell anybody. It just feels good to, I don't know, let people know that I'll be sticking around.
Well, I am ecstatic to have you stick around, and I know that the team is ecstatic. Coach Bluter was just talking about how she just said she's so grateful to have you back. But looking forward, you have
Rutgers, and then you have Michigan coming up here at home. How are you guys feeling? I think we're just really excited for the opportunity. I think we feel like things are definitely starting to fall in our favor. Our team is clicking. We're getting hot right when we want to be, so I think we're really excited for these opportunities to come our way and just to fight through them.
And were those Hawk fans loud, or was it just me?
That was actually insane. That was the loudest I've ever heard Carver.
All right, well, hopefully they can come back next Sunday. And
yes,
then...
please come back. We need you.
All right, great game today, Monica.
Thank you so much.
And I'm sure they will. Wouldn't want to miss that. Iowa and Michigan next Sunday at 3 o'clock. But first, a trip to Rutgers on Thursday. And for Monica Cinato, that is her second season and third career double-double, tying her season high in points with 31 and also pulled down 10 rebounds. Cinato with 31, Clark with 29, and Warnock with 14. We'll be back to listen in on some of tonight's top plays and wrap things up from Carver after Iowa defeats Indiana 88-82. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
The sense of pride that comes from the life of a farmer. How many people can say they have a famous tan named after them, or be known for their wave when they drive past neighbors and strangers alike on a two-lane road? Whether it's a farmer's tan or the farmer's wave, we are proud to be known for a lot of things. We feel that pride every night at the dinner table, knowing we feed our family and yours. Iowa Corn is proud to be on the sidelines cheering on the Iowa Hawkeyes. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
MidAmerican Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, the Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Bachmeyer Carpet One Floor and Home, Klosterman Construction, Almost Famous Popcorn, and Jill Armstrong Realty, the area's premier realtor. Jill Armstrong and her team strive to make every buyer and seller at ease with the real estate process. If you're in the market to buy or sell a home, contact the Jill Armstrong team for all your real estate needs. Call 319-631-5455.
College sports fans now have access to hundreds of weekly podcasts that zero in on the college sports world. Now available in the Varsity Podcast Network and part of the new Varsity app. The app is free and available from wherever you get your favorite apps. Download the Varsity app today to have access to hundreds of national podcasts as well as your favorite team-focused podcasts. The Varsity Podcast Network, now available for free on the Varsity app. Download from the App Store and listen today.
Hawks win it 88-82. Record now stands at 18-7, 12-4 in Big Ten play. Indiana drops to 19-6 and 11-4. A ton to play for still. Let's listen in on some of tonight's top plays after Iowa defeats the Hoosiers. Clark gets in the paint, kicks it left side to McKenna Warnock, and drills the three-pointer left to the top of the key. 22-15 Indiana. Inside O'Grady. Kicks it left side. Clark for three. Got it. Back to Marshall. Couldn't penetrate. Now Clark, step back three-pointer. Swishes it left to the top of the key. Here's Clark on the right wing. Gives it off to Warnock for three. Swishes the three-pointer. McKenna Warnock with 14. Rebound to Clark. In transition. Gets into the front court. Wheels the paint, slips it off. Nice. Cinato, layup good. Cinato posting, lob pass, up and under, scores off the window.
Beautiful move.
12 to shoot, still plenty of time. 70-69 in favor of Indiana. Inside Cinato, up strong, out the basket, and she's fouled. Kate with that left-handed dribble. Probes the baseline, then pulls it back out. Bounce pass inside. Cinato has great position. Left-handed layup, window, count it, and she's fouled. And that was a huge bucket, Jamie, wasn't it? As that passing really down the stretch getting the ball to Monica Sonato in perfect position. Defense couldn't recover and resulted in three-point play opportunities.
Yeah, this whole game, just so much energy. It was very exciting. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep tonight, but that's okay because my kids will probably wake me up at midnight anyways, and I'll just actually be awake to greet them.
Well, nothing wrong with that. Well, we certainly appreciate everybody tuning in tonight on the Varsity app, YouTube channel, or, of course, across the Hawkeye Radio Network. Certainly a joy to bring you this contest. And, boy, going into the weekend, if you thought Iowa was going to sweep this series, we were certainly hopeful and thought the possibility was there, but to actually have it happen really sets things up this week to have a lot of fun.
It sets them up for this week to have a lot of fun, and then just the possibilities now. They are in the hunt.
There's no doubt about it. The Big Ten, boy, keep your eye on the standing. It's going to change every single day. There's 5 teams basically within one game on the loss side. Thanks to Jamie Cavey Lang for her commentary tonight. And, of course, Iowa will head to Rutgers to take on the Scarlet Knights. That is a Thursday night game, 7 o'clock Central, 8 on the East Coast. Will be on the air at 6:45. The final score, once again, Iowa 88, Indiana 82. Thanks so much for listening, and good night from Carver Hawkeye Arena. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hawkeye Women's Basketball has been brought to you by Bud Light. It's for the fans. Hy-Vee, the official grocer partner of Iowa Hawkeyes basketball. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. The Iowa Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, who reminds you to click it or ticket, day or night. University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. U.S. Bank, life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank, member FDIC. Iowa Lottery, put a little play in your day with the Iowa Lottery. And by Authentic Brand. Look authentic, feel authentic, be authentic. Get your game day gear online at authentic-brand.com. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.